What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Kiss. Right now, you checking out the 3-point conversion.
What up, what up, what up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? Yes, we are back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. Of course, got my dog to the right of me, my dog Mace. What up, Mace?
Bruh, what's happening, baby? What's happening? You was outside last weekend, my boy. You was outside. You was outside.
Outside, wasn't it?
You was outside, big dog. You was outside. Could you feel the difference in the altitude?
Bruh, I was gonna save it, but I guess we go into it. I was gonna save it for the college. But we could let's save it. I'm gonna save it for the college.
We'll save it.
People go, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the experience, dog. We're gonna talk about that experience, dog. It was crazy, but I had a good time, man. But how are you, dog? How was your weekend? Bro, I had a birthday this weekend.
Birthday, band ass season, officially over. We got whipped.
Oh, really?
Like I said, we would on Friday night. Grayson, they put the running clock on us. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough.
No. Yeah, man. So did you do anything special for your birthday?
Nah, man. Listen, this was the first year that I was like, I'm just chilling. Just chilling.
So you just chill. You ain't
birthday fell on a Sunday. NFL football all day. In front of the big TV. I had no responsibility. They gave me no responsibilities on Sunday. So this was the first Sunday I got to nobody calling my name, nobody asking me to do nothing. I could just watch. I had the 4 blocks up on the TV, iPad going, laptop going. So I mean, I had everything popping. I ain't missed nothing.
Bruh. That's my birthday fell on a Sunday. Well, it has, but I'm tripping. See, my birthday is in July, so I don't get football or whatever. So,
right,
I can only imagine because that'll be me. Birthday, I'm chilling at the crib. Nah, I'm just watching the game, man. But that's what's up, bro. Glad you enjoyed it, man. Yo, we got a very interesting show for you all. First off, we're talking. Man, it's we need to figure out a lot about certain teams in it, whether it's NFL, NBA, or college football. Just a lot, man. Like you got a lot of people that it might look good, but it's not.
Right.
Or some might look bad, but it's better than what we thought it was. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to go by, and we got to dissect a lot. And of course, man, we got to talk about this the Daniel Jones situation, bro. Like we got to get into that. We're gonna talk about that. Not that maybe it was shocking because they really did it finally. That was the shocking part. Other than that, it wasn't that it was shocking. It was like about time, But we're gonna get into that because I feel like it's it's tied to a lot of other things that didn't happen or did happen or that they didn't want to happen. I'll get into that. Also, man, we got to talk college football, man. Talk about, as Messi will call it, the messy SEC. I don't know what's going on in SEC, man. Like, who's going to get in? What is they just jumbled up and bundled up, man.
Somebody gonna be on the outside looking in, dog, and they gonna be bitching.
Heated. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna end up, but you're right, dog. It's gonna be crazy, man. Also, man, the Atlanta Hawks, dog. What's
Hey man.
Hey man. You talk about being surprised, dog. They they look like they trying to shock some people, Mace. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm kind of
Dyson Daniel, baby.
You've been calling out his name for a minute, dog.
Hey man, trying to tell you, dog.
Yeah, man. And then we got to talk about NFL. So last week we talked about the best teams in the NFL. So what I want to do is first I want to talk about who was the best team in the AFC. I think we're going to talk about that. Then we all believe that the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFC right now.
Yeah.
But what we want to talk about is there a team right now that can beat them in the playoffs? Forget regular season, but they play in the playoffs. What team could beat them in the playoffs? That's going to be interesting. We're going to get on that. And then we got to talk about, hey, man, this is interesting. What we're going to do, and just quickly after, towards the end, we're going to give our favorite players, whether they played, in MLB, NFL, NBA, favorite players that aren't household names.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna talk about that. I think that's going to be something to talk about. And then we got quick hit stop at what's on my mind. So please let your family and friends know they can watch the show live. You're watching it right now. We're live on the 3 Point Conversion Facebook page. Also, the 3 Point Conversion YouTube channel as well. What up, Vince?
Vance.
Yeah, man. So, all right, bro. It's time to get to these quick hits.
Let's do it.
Let's get it. So, first off, first of all, we're gonna start ladies first. I did it wrong. Caitlin Clark, she says she's going to be on. She's not. It came out that reported that she's not going to join the Unrivaled League, whatever.
Yeah.
Mace, real quick, I'm gonna put the camera spotlight on you. I want to know, what are your thoughts on this, man? And what are you relieved? Are you happy? Tell me what you think.
Dude, I just feel like she's generated so much interest in the sport, and she's her own brand, Ralph. So she doesn't need any outside entertainment. She doesn't need any outside influence. She has arguably the biggest shoe deal for a female basketball player. The ratings were through the roof. She sold out arenas all across the country. So she's in a position, she has so much leverage that she can call her own shot. So Caitlin Clark is going to do what's best for the Caitlin Clark brand. And I think this is a powerful thing. I think it shows it's setting up for Paige Beckers. It's setting up for Juju. Now the females, they have a star that they can look to and basically like, hey, this is the model. Let's do it this way. And listen, I'm happy. We've covered the W for a long time, and especially with the start of the season, when the ladies have to do so many other things to make money before they have to play their professional sport. Shout out to Caitlin. Shout out to Caitlin.
Yeah.
Got the leverage, dog.
I think she realized, like you said, she knows what it's going to be. It's going to be all about the Caitlin Clark show, and that's not what it was about. And it's unfortunate that she got to deal with that, man. But this is another case of no, I'm not comparing her to these people, but or a skill set, but you think about the LeBron James and the Michael Jordans, and how it was with them. That anything they did or everything they did, it was magnified. It was going to take the spotlight. I don't care who they were playing with or what have you. So, yeah. So shout out to Kate, man, Caitlin for doing that. That's what's up. Moving on. So, man, Christopher Darnell Jones Jr., former University of Virginia student, pled guilty of shooting the 3 students and wounding 2, which was sad. This happened in 2022 in Charlottesville. I don't know if y'all remember that. That was a horrible day. I remember that.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. But he came out and pleaded guilty. I'm sorry, man. I know this is, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Christopher Darnell Jones. So I could look at the name, but this is kind of off topic. That's horrible. We moving away. Are we the only ones, black people, the only ones that have junior across our name?
Yeah, it's seen that way.
I can't think of no.
Yeah.
I can't think of no other ethnicity.
Right.
That has junior.
Right. They just had their name. Like they daddy name Bob. They Bob, but they don't say Bob Jr.
Right. Yeah. It might be Bob the third, maybe. But we gonna be junior. What am I, dog? I don't know. It made me think of that. I don't know. But when I saw the last name, I was like, man, this is a brother. It's horrible that I had to see that just because of junior. But anyway, I don't know. It just crossed my mind. Moving on.
Yeah.
First time eligible players that's made it to the semifinals of the Hall of Fame top 25, led by Eli Manning, Luke Kuechly, Terrell Suggs, Adam Vinatieri, Earl Thomas, and All-Pro Marshall Yanda, however you want to say his name. But yeah, these are the first time eligible players, man.
Right.
Eli, does he get?
Now, I mean, I know everybody has this thing that Eli, everybody. Eli's a Hall of Famer. Yardage, touchdowns, Super Bowl. He won 2 of them. Not only did he win 2, he beat Tom Brady. That 18-0 team, it was one Eli Manning that sent them packing. Well, I mean, front 4 that did the job, but I mean, it was Eli who stared the GOAT down twice.
Right.
I don't listen. I don't know if Cam said it, but basically they were, somebody was saying that if Eli's Hall of Famer, then Cam deserves 2 gold jackets. I mean, y'all, and this is society fault, because as we got talk shows and debate shows and all this, everything started becoming about rings. How many rings he got? Rings, numbers, rings, numbers. So by those metrics, Eli Hall of Fame, even though he is a 500 quarterback for his career, those 2 Super Bowl rings, because we've been led to believe it's so hard to win a Super Bowl. And Eli did it twice, and he was MVP twice. So he's a 2-time Super Bowl winning MVP quarterback. They're going to get Eli in the Hall of Fame, big dog.
It should, man. It should. Everything you said is...
It's going to get Eli in the Hall of Fame, because that's the new metric.
Yep, it's Super Bowls. I mean, and new metric, like you said, and he's the only one to beat Tom Brady and did it in dramatic fashion in both games, which is so dope, because Tom Brady's only 2 losses.
Well, Nick Foles beat him too, but I mean,
Nick, 3 losses? I'm sorry,
but that's Nick Foles.
But listen, so you're right. I forgot about it. But Tom Brady,
Nick Foles ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
No, but only 3 losses Tom Brady has are losses in the Super Bowl that it was late in the game, that he had the lead, and they should have won. His defense surrendered the game-winning touchdown late in the game, last 2 minutes. If that's not, that don't put you as far as the greatest, I don't know what can. Yes, 4-0, but this joker went to the Super Bowl 28 times, and and each one of the losses he had to put his team up in position to win with the last 2 minutes left in the game, and the other team came back and scored. That's how he lost. Basically, we got the ball. They got the ball last. He did his part. He did his part. Yeah, crazy.
Get a stop.
Right. And last but not least, we got I want to mention this real quick, dog. What you think about this? I don't care about any other network, but about inside the NBA going to the ESPN showcasing the TNT joint, because I heard it's going to be like, it's just like what's the punter's name? They got the show for ESPN. I can't. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the dude.
Help us out, chat room. I can't.
You used to punt for the Colts.
Yeah, punt for the Colts.
On college football game day.
What's that? I can't think of the name.
Y'all know what we talking about. Yeah,
but either or. When it was like Jenny, you were different. But I can't think of his name. But Pat McAfee. His show is like that, where it's not an ESPN show. ESPN just showcasing the show. That's why he's able to say. Remember, he said what he said about ESPN and how they doing this, and they couldn't say anything because it's not an ESPN show.
Right.
That's how they doing the TNT. So they're gonna be able to do what they do, say what they say.
Yeah.
Appreciate events, be like they normally are. So
I mean, we knew it was gonna happen. They've been such an integral part of the NBA for so long. I mean, they are actually inside the NBA. It's actually more entertaining than the games themselves.
Exactly.
So I mean, a lot of times I tune in for halftime, and then I want to go post game. I want to see Kenny.
Yep.
See somebody gonna race Kenny to the board.
Right.
Ernie Johnson had like the best job in the world.
Yep.
You never know what Chuck gonna say.
Never know
what Chuck. I didn't like Shaq at first, but I've grown to enjoy Shaq on this show. He's annoying a little bit. Him and Chuck, they got the same answers. I'm like, okay, come up with something else. But they've been yeah. So I mean,
it works. Yeah.
They were gonna find a way to keep them connected to them. I mean, you had to.
The NBA had to. It was essential.
The ESPN show sucks
like crazy.
I mean, it sucks.
And then too, like you stated, you watch that sometimes because if the NBA games aren't good, now you don't watch the game, but you're gonna turn it to TNT. You're gonna turn it to the inside of the NBA because you're gonna hear what Shaq. Because Barkley gonna be real, and that's the thing about them to me was, besides Kendrick, everybody else on the ESPN joint is like they might, is politically correct. Stephen A might go off every once in a while, but still is gonna be politically correct, except for Perkin. Perk gonna say what he say, whatever. But with inside the NBA, you can't get no more truthful than they do. Barkley gonna say, why they showing the LA? Why they showing this Lakers game? This Lakers team suck. Stuff like that. I mean, they serious. Talking about folks, it feels like you watching it with your cousins, people at the barbershop, your uncles, and that's why we can relate.
They've been in our life for so long.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's almost you. I mean, you really can't picture the NBA, a halftime NBA show without them. I mean, you really can't. I hate the nights when ESPN just got the game. I don't even watch them.
Right.
I don't even watch them.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's move on. First, Vince said they need Perk to talk more because he's funny. Everyone else is whack. Malika is cute. Okay.
I don't like, man. Perk be carrying too many vendettas, man. Like,
yeah, he do.
Perk didn't have nearly none of these beefs
Right.
while he played. He beefing with everybody. I say, why you can't set no screens no more, Perk?
But you know what? But you know what I think it is though. Honestly, I think it's because, and Perk not gonna really say what's gonna happen or what they said, but I think it lets you know once you get in on that platform, if you say something they don't like, they get mad automatically. Are you supposed to, bro? This is my job. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm telling the truth. You got a lot of sensitive players, dog. But anyway, moving on, man. Time for the hot topic, bro. And it happened. When it happened? Monday, I think. The Daniel Jones. We found out Daniel Jones is getting benched. And like we stated when the show started, hey, I'm shocked because they did it. I didn't think they were going to do it.
Yeah.
Especially when you're paying somebody that much money. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, them jokers didn't even come up with a fake injury or nothing. Usually they come up with a fake injury. Them jokers said, look, sit on the bench. Get your on the bench. They can't look. Usually it'd be like in Rappaport come out with it. The owner came out, hey, we benching him today. Like, man. But bruh, I guess my question is, Mace, do you think they waited too long for this? Wait, yes. Well, considering everything that comes along with it, you know what I'm saying, as far as the money and all of that. I mean, everything. So,
if it was about the money, you'd still be playing.
Right.
I think what we're seeing, and you and I talked about this a while back, probably the worst thing that happened to the New York Giants was that hard knock show with their front office. This is Mr. Mara basically saying, all y'all getting fired. All y'all getting fired. This was one of those calls from above.
Right.
Because they're going to clearly eat Daniel Jones' contract and move on. They're going to draft a quarterback. It's going to Dayball going to be out of there. GM, they're going to blow the whole thing up. So let's keep Daniel Jones healthy. So, he don't get no injury. Then we stuck with him for another season.
Right.
This is them basically telling their fans, stockholders, everybody, end of this run right here, everybody. We're going to go with DeVito. We're going to just see what that, because we don't want to win any more games. We like where we are with our draft position. We in the Shedeur Sanders Cam Ward sweepstakes.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones mess around and be petty and win 3 more games. And then so,
you're playing hard diving for first downs and everything.
Let's go on and do him now and give DeVito the first 5 pages of the playbook every week. And let's just stay in the top 4 of the NFL draft, dog. Yeah, man. It's the end. White. If I wish I had a white flag right here.
I ain't got no white flag. I ain't got one.
I got white towel. They waving the flag, Raphael. This it.
This it, dog.
This is everybody get fired. Everybody.
Here's an interesting thing with me. And I ain't gonna take credit for it. Rex Ryan said it, and I was like, yeah, I agree. I mean, not agree, but I wonder. No excuse for Daniel Jones because he wasn't good. It's so funny because his rookie year, you looked at him like, okay, this boy can play. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember he came in throwing and they were losing, but they didn't have a good team. But he gave what's the name life? Who was it? Wide receiver is not Beckham life and all look good. Next year, regressed. The year after that, I think he regressed. Then Dabo came in, they make it to the playoffs. He does well. He played pretty good, down the stretch, but all right. But then remember he messed up his neck.
Yeah.
Do you think that was the down? Because he's never been the same since.
Probably somewhat something to do with it.
And I'm not saying he's good, but I'm just saying as bad as he's regressed. Do you think that has something to do with it, or at times I felt like he was trying to get out of New York himself. Like, man, they suck. They're not blocking for me. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's hard to turn down that, you know what I'm saying? When they gave him that money, when they basically were like, hey, we giving you the money, Saquon, take a hike. We can find another running back. Hard to find another quarterback. They've realized now, this guy, he just don't have it. I mean, we've tried. We've tried it in many different ways. This just not it. I mean, this not it. And for Daniel Jones, first round draft pick, somebody will see some value in Daniel Jones. He might not be a starter anymore, but he could be a serviceable backup. They let these guys hang around. Guys like Daniel Jones become lifeless. He could be the new Charlie Whitehurst. He don't have Charlie Whitehurst hair, but he could be the new Charlie Whitehurst, dog.
Right. Shoot, he could be the next Geno. He might get a second chance and might show, hey, y'all put me in the right situation. Let me do.
Don't write back. Don't
write
back, Geno.
Don't write back, Geno. And I don't mean it like that, but I'm saying Geno was in a bad situation. Geno come in, next thing you know, you put Geno in the right situation, he balled out. So I mean, we've been seeing that lately in sports, in the NFL, where team players play somewhere. Look at Sam Darnold. Now all of a sudden, Sam Darnold is balling. I mean, playing very well. It just, Baker and you know what I'm saying. It just, we've seen that trend, so it could be that again.
Right.
It could be that. Another thing I'm wondering, Mace, is the fact that matter of fact, let me play this clip real quick. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all understand what I mean by this. Just look at this clip right here. This is Drew Lock.
When they tell you, it's based on what they saw last year, the kind of the juice that it gave the team. How do you not wonder, well, why was I the number 2 the whole time then? Why wasn't he the number 2 then, if that's what you saw?
Again, that's a question I might still have for myself. Noah's expressed to me that I was going to be the 2, and I don't know, it's just an interesting situation. Not much I can really say about it besides, again, I'm gonna be here for him, and we're still communicating, still very good friends, believe it or not. I'm gonna be here for him. This team needs to get a win, and we start winning, everything gets a little better around here.
So basically, he said, "Man, Giants." That's what he said.
Yeah, that ain't what I heard.
What'd you hear?
I heard him. Hey, y'all not gonna bait me to lose this chick, big dog. Nah, I'm a pro. Nah, I know what y'all want me to say. I'm here for this guy. I love this guy. If this guy need me, bruh, I got the iPad ready. If he want to come by the crib, watch the All 22, I got his back, dog. I know what I heard.
Hey, y'all bait me on this one. Let me.
No. You heard the setup. They want him to be mad about getting jumped, getting leapfrog. No, bro.
No, we good.
No, bro.
So here's the thing, and I wonder if somebody gonna tell him. If I was there, I would have told him. I'd have waited till everybody left and be like, "Hey, so you know what's going on, dog. No disrespect. This is a compliment to you. You know, it's a compliment to you, Drew, because they're trying to lose the rest of these games. They don't want you to come in here.
You're gonna give us a better chance to win.
Yeah, you're gonna try to play well so you get another job somewhere, and you're gonna lead us. We're not trying to do that, dog. We trying to get Shador or Cam, either or.
Yeah.
But we trying to get another quarterback, and you're not the best person to do that for us. You're gonna win some games. You're gonna find a rhythm with Malik.
Bro, yeah, we're gonna fall out the top 10 fooling with you, Drew.
Right.
No,
So it was a compliment, Drew. That's all. It was a compliment, dog.
We need to go 0-7 these last few weeks, Playboy. Yeah.
Right. We need to, yeah. So that's what that was about. But do you think so we keep hearing about Shador going here or there, Deion, Coach Prime, don't want him to go here or there. I think New York is a place that he'll be like, yeah.
Of course. Why would, dude? It's the media capital of the world.
Media capital.
What does Shador do better than promote? Who promote better than Shador?
Right.
Nobody.
Look, and then the fact that you already got a number one receiver right there. Then you got a future running back that's balling right now.
Bruh, it sets up great for Shador. Now,
yeah.
Can you imagine Shador in the middle of Times Square?
Right.
Come on, dog. Come on,
right.
what?
Right.
Bruh, it make too much sense, big dog. It make too much sense.
Make too much, dog. Yeah.
Make too much sense.
That's why I said I think that's what was going on. I think that's why Drew Lock is not playing. So yeah. That's why he's not playing, ladies and gentlemen. And Drew, you should know that, bro. You should be smarter than that. I know you want to play, dog. I know you want to, but Drew, take that bread and play for somebody else, dog.
Think about this, Drew. You get the freshest New Era hats every week, whether it's Scully, you get to pick which hat you want on the sideline. Got your earpiece in like Secret Service. After the game, you ain't got to take no shower, dog. You just throw your clothes on and you back to the crib or whatever spots you frequent in New York. Man, Drew can't miss, big dog.
Can't miss, dog.
Drew, he can listen to all the young Jeezy one because he a big Jeezy fan.
Right.
Yeah, Drew. Do your thing, Drew. Do your thing,
dog. All right, man. We're gonna take a quick break, bro. And we'll be right back.
It's Kalen DeLoach, linebacker.
This is Tyler Van Dyke. I play quarterback for the University of Miami.
What's going on? This is Shador Sanders. You're here listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
All right, man. We're back. And look, before we get to our nosy neighbor and college football, so as promised, Mace, I went to Boulder, man. I went to go cover the Falcons. I got another story about that, but went to cover the Falcons. They went to Denver. So was able to stop in and cover the Colorado Buffaloes game against Utah. And first of all, even before we get to the school, get there late, get there like almost 1 in the morning. I don't get to the hotel till about like 2. I gotta have him go to sleep, bruh. It was kind of cool, whatever. It was like 30 something degrees, but it didn't feel as bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as cold. Got to went to the hotel, went to sleep, bruh. In the middle of the night, I thought I had, and no disrespect to anyone that has asthma, I thought I had asthma, dog. I woke up middle of the night, just what's going on? Bruh, I'm like, dog, why can't I breathe? Yeah, so I didn't know what was up with that. I'm like, yo, I'm tripping. So come Saturday, we got to go to this place where you get a shuttle. I get to the shuttle, and the shuttle takes us to the Colorado Buffalo Stadium, right? Right. Media. I get to the place with the shuttle, but the shuttle is not running. Shuttle just don't come for some reason. We waited for a while, so we like, man, we got to walk. And it was like 0.8 miles, I believe. Walked, I had to go up the hill. I can't tell you how many times. Bro, it was old women, old late, like in their 70s, 60s, passing me, walking, giving me the side eye because I could not breathe. Bro, when I stopped so many times, like, what the heck? Bro, I'm like, how do they do this? So it makes you wonder how in the world is Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball in Colorado, dog.
He been there, dog. He been there. So I heard stories of when he first got there. Of course, one of my good friends coached him in high school, and that was one of Travis' biggest concerns. He had trouble breathing when he first got to Boulder. So yeah, see, they're all acclimated to it now. So yeah, like and that's why I asked you that before the show started, because I remember it had to be like 3 years ago, and when we went out there, and You hear about it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And this was one of them times where I was like running. Like I was running 5 miles every day.
Right.
Now, bro, we got out there. I was sitting here like, oh, hey, am I tripping?
Right.
No, that's why I asked you that, dog. Cause yeah, man, the altitude really makes a difference out there, dog. Really.
Bruh.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, so this is the crazy thing. When I was just walking with talking on the phone, dog. Just normally walking, one walking fast. It's only yeah, man. Cause no, it was dope because we did. Hold on, dog. That's how I'm like, man, what? So I went inside a hotel and I just joked. I was just joking, bro. I said, hey, y'all got some oxygen I can get, ball, whatever. And the lady was like, no, we don't have any. Like, they do sell them at the store. You can sell it. I'm like, wait, what? No, they sell oxygen cans at the store, dog.
Yeah. It's almost like an asthma pump.
Shout out to my guy D-Led. You know, that's Godfather, man. That's the mentor, bro. D-Led. So, so we had to go across the field. So we on the field. That's why you see that video of me we was on the field.
Right.
When Travis did that touchdown, ran that touchdown, that sick touchdown run. So we on the field, and we got to cut across the field to get to the press room. Press room's in another building upstairs. But because the game was over, they blocked the elevators because the coaches got to come.
Right.
So we don't want to miss. So it was like it's on the 3rd floor. So we was like, all right, we got to go. Boy, D-Led was like, nah, I ain't walking. Boy, D-Led walked up there. Well, I thought that joker was. I was about to call 911. Somebody. That joker was trying to talk. Yeah, bruh. So that hey, shout out to Denver and Colorado. That air, but it's not cold when it's supposed to be cold. You know what I'm saying? It's not as cold.
Right.
But man, that
now when it get cold, it's cold as a mug out there.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to them, man. But like I said, it was dope, man, watching. And you know, like I said, that was my nosy neighbor last week. Got to see how they responded, and they responded in a big way. They started off slow with the interception early, but after that, man,
it settled on in and got it done. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing that I noticed was the fact that Shador, his composure, his leadership, to watch him do all of that in between plays, like when the player's out here and then you see him talking to the players and
right.
They he threw one pass and Travis looked like, dog, what you throwing it to? And Shador was just like, that's on me. You know, he put his hand on his shoulder, it's my fault. We get, you know, so it was to see the leadership and all of that. It was dope, bro. It was dope.
He has really evolved. And you've seen, we got to see him 2 times in the Celebration Bowl, up close and personal. You saw last year through a rough season. You can see how his mechanics have improved, his release of the football. If you go back and look at him throwing passes at Jackson State versus him throwing a pass today, cleaned up his delivery. You can see the work he's put in. You can see how he processes and recognizes defenses. He attacks them very well, man. Listen, Shador ready, dog.
He ready, dog.
Shador ready, and I know as we get close to the combine, you're gonna hear that this is one of the worst quarterback drafts ever. You're gonna hear that. Not his fault. Not his fault that Carson Beck and Drew Aller, Buddy at Penn State, and all these other guys. It's not Shador's fault that they've been to all these camps and they've been Elite 11 and all this stuff, and they can't get the job done. That's not Shador's fault.
Right.
Shador has put himself in a position through his work, and you can see the work he's put in, why he's going to be a top 5 draft pick, dog.
And let me say this. I gotta say this. You know they call Colorado now. They call it HBCU. Now, right? Colorado Boulder. That's what they call it, dog.
Hey, man.
When they played for halftime, they playing Beyonce. Then they played some Usher. Then in one commercial break, whatever, the break timeout, they played Trillville. But here's the thing: the band is playing the Trillville, but it's not sounding Trillvillish. It's sounding like,
Of course, I mean, ain't no.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like the kids bebop or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
When kids be singing, hey y'all, they were singing. It sounds like that, dog. Like
a lot of others in the band, dog. A lot of others. Ain't no
funny.
Like they hadn't been in the trenches. Well, like Lil Jon, Get Low, come on. Like, they got their way of doing it. We got our way of doing it.
But they playing it though. They playing all
it
that.
worked. I mean,
and
it don't cost you nothing to get the sheet music. I mean, you get the sheet music, Ralph, and then we ain't got no rhythm, but we're gonna play A flat is A flat, B is B, D is D.
And then they played what was that? Swag Surf, dog.
Yeah, I was like, you sent it to me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait,
y'all just can't.
I gotta record this. I gotta record, and not to troll you, but to be
whatever. Yeah, whatever.
No, because I hate it. That's the first thing I said. Like, oh my god, I thought I was getting away from it. Mate, something with you. I hate that. Dog.
It's everywhere, dog. It's everywhere,
dog. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
dog.
they played it everywhere though. But anyway, man,
I hope them dudes got the residuals and they got all their money together for that thing. Cause
there's about 30 of them in the group, so they probably only splitting like $38 each when it comes.
Right. Hey, but as long as my $63 check come in the mail, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah,
they getting that. Oh, they better. I hope they do get that. They should be getting paid. Yeah. Yo, it is time for the nosy neighbor, man. And Mace, go ahead, man. What is your nosy neighbor, doc?
Come on, baby. You know where we at, baby. We in Columbus. We at the Horseshoe. We want to find out if them Indiana Hoosiers, the basketball school, the undefeated basketball school in football, we want to see if they can make some noise in the big house, dog. Not the big house, but the Horseshoe.
Horseshoe, dog.
We want to see if they can make some noise in the Horseshoe, because if they can put up a good showing, if they can upset Ohio State, bruh, the football world will turn upside down. Indiana football would have truly arrived in 2024 if they can go pull the upset in Columbus, dog. Bruh, I got all of it on. Robe, Crocs. I got on one Croc, one slide.
Right.
You know what? This game so big, dog. I might break out the Gucci flip-flops.
Oh.
I might break out the Gucci flip-flops, dog. Yeah, this how big this game is on Saturday for Indiana. This is the biggest game Indiana Hoosier history, dog. They up.
Dog.
They up.
Biggest, dog.
They biggest.
Up. My nosy neighbor watch, dog. I'm going to Oklahoma, dog.
Ooh.
I think this is one of those games, dog, that is like, I wonder if the boy, if he learned his lesson, if he finally understood and get it. Because this is now, the difference is this is not your normal SEC team. One of them teams is they want to score a whole bunch of points. You playing at Oklahoma, this is football time right here. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. But not only that, of course, you're not scary anymore to anyone. So this is a trap game, and it leads to what we were talking about, what we're about to talk about. So, dog, this is one of them games, man. The night before, I'd already put my lawn chair out in the porch. We got some brought some wings, you know what I'm saying? We doing all this, man, getting ready the night before, you know what I'm saying? So the next morning, we out there, dog, chilling, just eating and with our binoculars on deck. And because this is big, bro. This is
big game.
I just feel like this game, this is not a normal. All right, we playing this 5-on-5 team, and no, this means a lot.
Yeah, always big.
And to go into that with all these SEC teams, this is my thing, Mace. I feel like I don't think you want to play in an SEC championship game if you're in the SEC, especially if you're not because right now it's number one team is Texas.
Yeah.
If you're not Texas, because I believe if Texas lose, they still might get in.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be the other team playing Texas. Because you could be, because in Tennessee's case, you might say they need to, because then you can win out. You need that. But other than that, Mississippi don't want to play. Georgia definitely don't want to play them. I know they feel like they could beat them, but you don't want to play them. Alabama don't want to, because the reason why I say that is if you lose, you're out. I
don't know.
So you think if Georgia lose 3 games, they're out. They're in still.
So this is what I think. I think the 2 teams that make the SEC championship game in, win or lose, they in.
That's 3 losses though.
Dog. This is why they expanded the playoff. Because I think they're gonna look at it, and this is where that human element gonna come in. And then Kirby kind of said something the other day that made sense. Take any of those other teams that you say gonna make this playoff. Any of them. Mm-hmm. Put them in the SEC. Put Ohio State, put Oregon, put Indiana, put whoever, Clemson, whoever, put them in the SEC. They probably can't beat the top 6 teams. Even though you can't take 6. So the 2 teams that go to the SEC championship are without a doubt the 2 best teams in the SEC. They're in. Now those next 2 spots, now we got to start debating. Because everybody going to say, okay, I beat them, but I beat them. I beat them, but I beat them. Okay, here comes the human element. If we put y'all 2 on a neutral field, if Georgia and Ole Miss play again next Saturday, who win that game? Georgia on a neutral field. Mm-hmm. If you take whoever, Tennessee and whoever, you take Tennessee and Texas, put on neutral field, who probably win that game? Probably Texas. 4 teams are going to get in, and that's why I'm telling you it's messy. Because somebody going to be on the outside looking in, and somebody going to have a damn argument. And then y'all done already cried for 12. They're going to say, you know what? When their contract up in 2 years, we're going to go to 16 teams. And that's when I already hate the 12. I'm going to really hate when it's 16. I'm going to start watching. I'm telling you now. I'm going to start watching Raphael.
Okay, so listen what you're saying. I hear you. I definitely hear you. But here's the thing. You say 4 teams getting in.
4 teams from the SEC going to get in.
So that's my point. That's why you don't think about it. And you're right. You're right. I agree. But this is the thing. If you do that, okay. So that means you got. So right now, here are the teams. It's Texas. They getting in, but you got Texas. Hold on, Texas, Ole Miss. Hold on, let me go back to it. I had it up. Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia, and Tennessee. right?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna get out.
Not necessarily.
That's
Those might be the 4.
That's one. Hold on, 2,
Cause
3.
so now
That's
you
5.
do
That's
now
5.
you
That's 5.
not only 4. One gonna be out.
No, my point. So listen. So right. Exactly.
The
So
2
listen.
teams that's playing for the championship going. They in.
So you think at
You're
this
not
point,
gonna punish a team for making the SEC championship. You're not.
I know I agree with that, but still, if you have 3 losses, because think about it, Georgia, get that. Alabama, if Alabama goes, Alabama has 2 bad losses. 2.
It don't matter. I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter.
Because you gotta remember, what's the name gotta so Colorado or BYU is going in, and they're not even in the top 12 right now.
Only one of those teams, the conference champion.
No, right. I'm saying one of them. That's why I said one of them going in.
Only one of those teams going in. The ACC only getting one team.
Right.
You got to win the ACC.
And none of the Miami. Let's say if Miami loses.
The champion of the ACC is going to the playoff, and that's it. ACC not getting 2 teams. They're not. They're not.
So you think if Miami at 9-1, even though they had these, if
Miami don't win the ACC, they're not going to the playoff. Book it.
I don't see. That's why I said I don't think that's when it's going to get dicey. I don't think
it ain't gonna. But that's the thing, right? It ain't gonna get dicey.
No, I agree that 4 SEC teams are
4 SEC, 4 Big Ten.
But if Tennessee wins out, you got to
play. They're gonna play for the SEC. If they win out, they're playing for the SEC championship.
So it's Tennessee. It'll be Tennessee and Texas.
Now you remember now, it's not no East and West in the SEC
right.
no more.
So why would Tennessee get over Georgia? And
the top 2 teams in the SEC play for the championship. It's not no East or West.
Right. So you don't think it would be Georgia or Alabama over Tennessee?
If Tennessee play for the SEC championship, they're going.
No. I'm saying you don't think Georgia or Ole Miss get to the championship before Tennessee does.
No, Tennessee only got 2 losses.
So does Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah, but Georgia, so Alabama owns the tiebreaker over Georgia.
And Georgia,
Alabama would leapfrog Georgia.
And Georgia has it over Tennessee.
But Alabama has it over Georgia, which pushes Tennessee down. Yes.
I don't know. But either or, but that's why I say it's messy. I just feel like I agree. I just feel like it's a risk because you make sense.
But it's not a risk. Because if you play in that game, and this why you got to take those 2 teams. Because you're already in danger of basically saying, because a lot of teams will tell you more than anything now, dog, y'all, I'm really getting punished.
Right.
For playing in this game.
Right.
When Notre Dame don't have no championship game to go to, the 2 at-large teams, they don't have a playoff. They don't have a conference championship to play. But this is why this thing is a TV show. You're gonna throw out the best teams.
Right.
What 12 teams, when it's all said and done, are you gonna invest in and watch for 3 Saturdays in a row?
And I agree. But this is the risk. The risk is you're putting it in the hands of these non-football people to make this decision.
That makes it even better.
No. Right. But I'm saying as far as the team. No. I get it from us. I'm saying if you're the team, it's like one of those things like you got to sit and if we play and we lose, especially if a Tennessee team is that far out, is number 11, do we want to risk that? Or at the same time, do we want to play to win it, to put it in our own hands? That's a hard thing to risk.
They're not worried. And they're not worried because it's the same argument last year when all these folks were trying to tell you why Florida State belongs.
Right. Yep.
And the whole thing, and what it's going to come down to again this year. And listen, everybody, I know it's unfair. I know it's unfair. But remember, we got to sell commercials. We got to sell ads. We have to get ratings because this is how we make money. Bruh, if I got to decide, do you want to watch Lane Kiffin or Kirby Smart in the playoffs?
Okay.
You're going to want to watch Kirby Smart.
So let me ask you
Do you
this.
want to watch Tennessee or Georgia? You want to watch Georgia.
So okay. So right. So to your point, this is what I'm saying. To your point, you think if Tennessee goes in and they play, and what up, Marlon? What they play and they lose, Tennessee loses, they're still in. You think they're gonna kick Georgia or Alabama out over it?
Bruh, listen to what I'm telling you. They're gonna take the 4 biggest brands.
So you think so Ole Miss is going?
Buy Ole Miss. Buy.
But they rank higher already.
Buy Ole Miss. They just showed y'all this last year. What part of this is a TV show? Don't y'all understand?
Because wait, didn't Ole Miss beat Georgia?
What part of this do y'all not understand? Y'all act like y'all don't know what's going on. See, and again, this is why I try to tell y'all all the time, man, y'all got to throw logic out. Well, see, y'all, in the words of the great Marlo Stansfield in The Wire, y'all want it this way, but it's the other way. They're not gonna leave Georgia and Alabama out.
They shouldn't. No, I agree. They're
not. This is why we got 12. So, and again, this all y'all fault. Because all y'all whined about, point. Hey, we got 14, man. We need to expand. No, this is why we need expansion.
I agree.
This what y'all, but this what y'all wanted. And now when they pick the 12 teams that's gonna give us the best ratings, when they pick the 12 teams that everybody across the country gonna go gaga about.
I'll say it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. You're right, Marlon. I'm with you, dog.
Yeah. I always follow the money. If y'all think they gonna put Lane Kiffin in over Kirby Smart, bro, I got some beachfront property on Old National. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Y'all done lost y'all mind, dog. They're not gonna leave Georgia.
All right,
now, if Georgia had a loss Saturday, and see, that's what was crazy part about it. They really needed Georgia to lose Saturday.
Yeah, so it could be easier
to strengthen the argument.
Right,
make it easier. It didn't happen. And Josh Heupel know, Lane Kiffin know. You see, you ain't heard them say nothing. Cause they know what's coming, bro. Give me what's the next best bowl outside of the playoff game? Send us to that bowl, dog. Let us get that payday.
Yeah.
I mean, we still gonna get a check from our conference being in the playoffs. We all gonna get a check. But I mean, dog, they just showed y'all last year how they roll. Everybody, Florida State. You can't leave Florida State out because they quarterback hurt.
Yeah, they was like,
who want to watch Florida State without Jordan Travis? It's a TV show.
Right.
GTFOH.
To me, I agree. I agreed. I was agreeing with it because it was the fact that, like you said, they're not the best team without Travis Hunter. I mean, Travis, whatchamacallit? They're not the best team. Yeah. Jordan Travis, I mean, they're not the best team. Marlon says New Year's Eve Bowl's what Ole Miss and Tennessee going to get.
Bro, big dog, big time, dog. They're going to take care of, man. They're going to be prepared. We're going to get everybody tickets, dog. Listen, I know y'all want to be in the playoffs, but, bro, ain't nobody going. People on the West Coast ain't going to watch Ole Miss. They're going to be like, man, why is Lane Kiffin? We hate Lane Kiffin. Right. We fired him at USC. We don't want to watch him. Give me Kirby with his visor turned sideways like this when he coaching. Man, get out of here.
So, all right, y'all. That's gonna wrap it up. I know we ran long with that, but that was good. We had to get on that. That was a good segment right there. All right, so yo, it is now time for the most infamous, the most famous.
Stop it.
Segment. Let's get it. So, Mace, I'm gonna go first, dog. I mean, mine isn't that big, but mine is going to Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams came out today and said, "This is what this Joker said." This Joker said they asked him about the firing of Joe Douglas, the GM for the Jets. This Joker said, what did he say? Hold on, let me just. I want to make sure I say it correctly. He said, "Where is it at?" Okay, yeah, he said it's surprising, but it's not surprising. This is what Devontae Adams said. It's surprising, but it's not surprising. Dog, you were his last pick. Like, what the? So what are you saying? Are you saying that you horrible? Like, come on, man. Mace, when I saw this, I had to fact check it. Like, no, this can't be it. I had to go back and look and make sure. This Joker literally said it's a and you was his last pick. Yo, dog.
You his last transaction?
He gotta get a
Stop it.
I was done when I heard that, dog. I was done. Amon said he was trying to be political and not political at the same time. Right. He said I'm gonna cover both of it. Oh man, that's funny. All right, go ahead, bro.
Dude, I hate to do this to my city, man. I really hate to do this to my city, man. But as I peruse timelines and everybody, all these long think pieces that they write, Southwest Atlanta, Michael Penix will not play quarterback for the Falcons for another 2 years. Stop it. There's no quarterback controversy in Atlanta. Y'all gone somewhere with that, man. What is y'all doing? Bruh, it ain't enough paragraphs in the world for y'all to write that's gonna make Michael Penix the starter next week when they come back from the bye.
Right.
This is why I don't talk to y'all no more, man. When I see y'all in the street, I just keep going. Y'all be calling my name. I just keep going.
Right.
Because I remember that paragraph you wrote, man. Michael Penix is gonna be over there 2 more years.
Yeah.
With a do-rag on. Y'all stop. Stop it.
He gonna be ready. Yeah.
Stop it.
They gotta get one more for that.
Stop it.
Yeah, man,
he gonna be ready.
Man came in down. The Falcons were getting blowed out Sunday. Yeah, they were gonna put him in the game.
That's what he said. We ain't want nobody to get hurt. Kirk get hurt. Going to.
Y'all. And no offense, this is why I didn't want. I don't care how many ways y'all spend it. More proof why this pick was wrong at 9, 8, wherever he was picked. It was wrong. You can't get to the damn quarterback. All them defensive players who were there could have helped you. Only reason Judon got a sack is because Bo Nix tripped over him.
And he tried, he tripped over his own guy. And then Judon rushed it. Yeah.
He went to go touch him.
Yep. Yeah.
And GTFOH out of here, man. Y'all don't type no more paragraphs about Michael Penix, y'all.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Oh, can I get one more stop, please? Can I get one more stop, please?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Y'all get out y'all feelings about Bronny, man. This dude was the 55th player. Why do y'all care what he averaged in the G League?
They're acting like that joke was picked 7th or 12th.
Yeah, like he was a lottery.
Yeah, no, he was almost the last pick in the draft. Like,
hey, man, I'm sorry that y'all parents never were able to use their name.
Thank you.
To like get you in a club, get you a job. Nepotism is what makes the world go round. How y'all think How y'all think George Bush? How y'all think W became president?
It's a crazy thing, dog.
It's crazy.
This is the crazy thing. And Marlon, I'm glad you said it was never about Brian, it's about his dad. This is the crazy thing. Deion said something in the post in the presser, and I'm probably gonna cut up and play it, keep playing it. He was talking about Shador, and he was talking about somebody asked him should Shador being a Heisman race. He was like, well, what y'all think? Don't ask me no crazy question like that. I ain't gonna get time for that. He said, look, my thing is don't punish them because y'all hate me. They don't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know who hates. Do our people hate LeBron more than they hate Deion?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
It's crazy. Like, why?
Yeah.
Let me get him to stop it, dog. Because you.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Give him 3.
Stop
dog.
it.
I'm gonna give him 3.
Stop it.
Hey,
I'm gonna give him 3, dog. You right.
Hey, man.
Yeah, dog. It's. I've been hearing. I'm tired of hearing that.
Hey, man. I mean, you can't scroll the timeline without seeing somebody putting up his G League stats. Bro, y'all don't even know what channel the G League games come on. Like,
right.
Y'all going all out.
All out your way just to leave it alone. God, I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, Mace. Hey, Marlon. Marlon is a Falcon fan, right?
Yeah, Marlon Falcon fan.
Okay, Marlon. I didn't put the video. I started to put the video here. Don't get mad at me. So, just real quick, we saw the Falcons get blown out. They look, man, it was pathetic. I was almost
They were not
for
prepared.
that Colorado game. I was almost mad. I went out there, but they got beat, man. But before the game, before the game, I went to practice Thursday, and the media session was talking to Jesse Bates. And shout out to Jesse. Jesse, if you ever watched this, dog, I promise you, my apologies. That wasn't my intentions. I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to be that,
Yeah.
So what up, Antoine? Antoine here, but Antoine said, yeah, definitely. Yep. Right,
Bro,
Antoine.
yeah, it ain't even up for debate, dog.
So look, I went and I asked Jesse about, my question was, hey, how do you prepare for how do you prepare for a quarterback, or is it more difficult to prepare for a quarterback that you only have film for only 10 games versus a quarterback that's been for 5 years and most of the tendencies or whatever? Like, is it more difficult to prepare for a quarterback as in Bo Nix? And then how do you prepare for him? And he basically said, no, not really. It's because you got 10 games is enough. He's like, in a sense, it's better because you don't fall for tendencies. You got to be basically, when you're playing with a quarterback that doesn't have that much experience, now you're ready for whatever, because you don't know what's going to happen or what, versus we playing against Trevor Lawrence, what this Joker's tendencies are. So you're looking for that. So I agree with that. And he was like, and then he was talking about how, he was like, and then, Bo Nix, he's a rookie, but he has some experience. I mean, he's played in college with 5-6 years. He said 5-6.
Played 60 games.
Yeah, so when he was like, he played 5-6. Me and D-Led was both. I basically say, you can hear me because I'm filming it. I'm like 10 years. We both said 10 years, and where everybody chuckled, he's like, yeah, 10 years, and we all chuckled, laugh, right? Cool. But he said, but he he's not doesn't play like a rookie. He's a very good quarterback or whatever. Bigged him up.
Right.
So I put the video up, and when I put the video up, I posted my question, and I put a quote. We've watched him in college for, and I put ... That's what you do as a journalist. Instead of said ... like skipping the 5-6 years, and I put 10 years. because it was a light moment. We all laughed.
Right.
After the fact, he bigged him up. So I didn't just put that part up. I put the whole video up so you can see. Just and not thinking. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not the 3-point conversion. We know, but the company is probably more known than I am. Which not probably. I know it is. I'm getting 200, 300 views, whatever. Bro, I put that up. And then I put Jesse Bates talks about how he prepares for Bo Nix, how he's preparing for Bo Nix. Bruh, I put that phone down and I walked away, did what I had to do. I was getting ready to go on the trip. It's Friday. Bro, I looked at my phone. When I tell you, I saw some. I'm like, okay, I got a few notifications. And I went to go answer because somebody said, oh, see, that ain't what he said, or he got something coming. I'm looking like, yo, I was about to say, man, he didn't even mean it like that. He didn't, before I could reply, I started seeing other stuff come in and other stuff come in. I'm like, wait, let me look at this. It was already at 144,000 views. It was retweeted like 30 times. I put the phone down. I'm like, oh, here we go. Look, they probably did. But Broncos said, "Don't tell me the Broncos put your comment up." They probably did.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, man. I told Ralph done had a hell of a year already. He isn't even over yet. He just a whole quote machine out here. In these streets.
Marlon, when I tell you, dog, when I say it went crazy after that, they weren't even. It was a lot of people weren't even reposting it. They were taking the video, putting it up, still giving me credit though. Bruh, CBS put it up. It's probably CNN. Like, bruh, it was everywhere. Yeah. People coming at me, they mad at Jesse. You know, I'm about to get a whooping by Falcons PR. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy, dog. It was, and then sure enough, they get blown out like that. Now everybody trying to come at me and Jesse is like, I felt so bad. I had to go to Jesse, dog, and go to his Instagram and apologize. Like, hey, bro, I ain't mean for it to do like this, dog. That wasn't my intentions, bro. You know, it was. I had to let him know, like, I ain't set y'all up, man. You know.
Yeah. Hey, man, listen, it's part of the business, and I know Jesse understands that, and that's why, you know, hey, guys will tell you, you know, hey. This is why we don't talk to the media.
Right.
And now I'm pretty sure for the next couple of weeks, things will be controlled. Hey, only certain people gonna be able to ask questions for the next couple of weeks now.
Right.
You know, everybody on punishment in the room. But
the thing is, the question was golden.
Yeah, but you know what if you worked for CBS or, you know what I'm saying, Fox or ABC, then it wouldn't be an issue. The issue is you got the question. We're not mainstream media.
F that. You know? We're a young black,
but
independent media.
Right, but this is why, and it's the reason why MLB won't let us in.
Yeah,
and they point to stuff like that. Well, don't be mad because your journalists sit there and just conform to everything, and that's why nobody likes your sport.
Right.
That's why you're the least interesting sport with the least coverage.
Right.
Because like y'all want to stay status quo. Well, okay, that's fine. That's y'all thing. But it all that's wild, man.
It is what it is, man. Like I said,
we know why they mad.
Right. We know why they mad. And they got beat. I mean, but again, like I said, I promise you, I had no intentions of doing. I wasn't even thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, we talk about it on the show all the time, right? About how like Bo Nix played 15 years or what. It's a joke.
Bo Nix know that's the running joke.
Yeah, it's a joke, right? Penix played 15 years in college. It's a running joke. It was but whatever, man. But hey,
Yeah.
moving on, dog. So I want to first ask. We saw Kansas City get beat by Buffalo. Great win by Buffalo.
Yeah.
We've seen KC. Well, I'll say that. I won't say that yet, but they got beat by Buffalo. Pittsburgh come in. They play it at home, but they beat Baltimore. What in Baltimore?
It was in Pittsburgh.
It was in Pittsburgh. Okay, they beat Pittsburgh. I mean, they beat Baltimore, right? At this point, we saw what the Chargers did against Cincinnati. That was a hell of a game. That game was awesome, but
Great.
that was awesome. Chase is a beast. But anyway, what they should have paid that Joker. But what? Who is the best team in the AFC? Chat room, let us know who y'all think
today.
No, Vince. Yes, we did pick the Bills. I picked the Bills.
I picked the Bills. In our NFL pick 'em, on our show we got an NFL pick 'em. I went 15-1. Well, how many games? Dude, the only game I lost, freaking Seattle and the 49ers.
Yeah.
I went from 12th place to 4th place and I pick them. I went 15-1. The only game I lost was
49ers,
Seattle.
right.
And it's crazy. I'm going to tell you why I did take Buffalo in this game. The last 3 weeks, and it became abundantly clear on Sunday, the Chiefs have a hard time. They're having a hard time protecting Pat Mahomes. Hard time. Pat Mahomes is starting to get jittery in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to have to get out of the pocket. What's my man? Buffalo Bills pass rusher. Von Miller.
Did he play? Because I was at the game.
Yeah, Von Miller was whooping both tackles. No matter where he lined up, he was killing both tackles on Sunday. I mean, killing them. So, I mean, today, the best team in the AFC, eye test wise for me, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
Pittsburgh Steelers. And I say that because the defense is totally nasty. Them adding Preston Smith to go opposite TJ Watt, and the way Patrick Queen playing, the secondary is always good. If they can keep Najee running the football, and listen, sloppy game for them offensively Sunday, real sloppy. But you're not going to keep George Pickens out the end zone every week. Russ will be better. Baltimore got a good defense too, but no, they don't. Let me take that back. Their defense not there.
But they know how to play each other though. That was a rivalry game.
They know how to play.
Yeah. So it didn't matter. Yeah, it didn't matter.
But today for me, because the Chiefs have skated by like 4 times this year. Skated by. So for me today, I got the Steelers as the best team in the AFC.
I got one better for you. What good team or team you like? Yeah, they proved that has the Chiefs beaten. Listen, because they beat Baltimore first game of the season, barely.
Yeah,
that was it was a Kevin Durant big toe away.
Yeah,
from winning the game, right?
Yeah, Isaiah Likely, come on, dog. Yeah. Come on, dog.
First game of the year. So that's Other than that, you beat a Tampa Bay team who didn't have Mike Evans or whatchamacallit in overtime. Mike Evans or Godwin in overtime. Defensively, they still was missing players. What team have they beaten? And you like that was a good win. They went into Atlanta before Atlanta's offense took off in the third game of the season and barely beat Atlanta.
Bro.
Matter of fact, it's only been like one game they won convincingly.
They've skated all year.
So I mean, we
that
could call
block field goal last week. Come on, y'all.
Hey, we could call them Kansas City Hurricanes almost. Where they playing. But I'm with you, Mace. I will pick Pittsburgh. Only reason why I pick Pittsburgh over Buffalo because I believe Buffalo is playing. They're playing such good football right now. Whereas, I mean, and Josh Allen is playing great. That for him to play with that team, and they don't have a lot of talent on that team and how he's playing, phenomenal. The reason why I have Pittsburgh as the best team because right now in the AFC, Pittsburgh is the only team that is playing the way their coach wants them to play. Even in the game that they won last week, that was a Pittsburgh Steelers type win. Rough, rugged, do what we need to do.
They dirty you up.
That's Pittsburgh's. Tomlin love games like that.
Yeah.
So, and he expects games like that going against his rival, John Harbaugh. That you're going to get that game. This is a rivalry game. I always say this is the only rivalry where every time they play, it's going to be a that type of game. I don't care what they're doing, who's winning and losing. Usually they both winning, but I don't care what happens when they play each other. It's going to be a tough, rugged game. No weaknesses.
I agree.
All over the field. No weaknesses. But they have an identity that they play with. Yes, Buffalo has an identity as far as we're going to run Josh Allen. Josh Allen going to just be the star of the team. But Pittsburgh's identity is we're going to beat you up. We're going to rough you up. Even when they put up points, the whole game doesn't look pretty. No. So that's why I got Pittsburgh. But let me ask you this. And I'm going to transition. Going into, let me go to the comments. Let's go, Buff. Yeah, Marlon says Mahomes holding the ball too long. You're right. And nobody getting open.
Ain't nobody get open.
Pittsburgh
they were excited for Juju Schuster to come back.
Right. So, but I think they're going to be, I think the league might be in trouble when Hollywood come back, though. I think Hollywood and then more DeAndre get acclimated. I think Chiefs going to be a problem. Yeah. The thing is, we still ain't seen their best ball, and we're going to see it at some point.
We're going to see it we'll see it in December, January.
We'll see it at some point, but we just saying as of now. But another team that plays plays exactly and plays the way their identity is supposed to be in the NFC is the Detroit Lions, right? We always say that. I might get cussed out. I don't, I'm like F Detroit because they're in my division, but I'm gonna be truthful. Tell the truth, shame the devil. If Detroit wasn't in my division, you can't have a second team, but you have a team that you like that would be the team that I'd be like, yo, that team right there is hard. Who in the NFC do you believe can, not will, but can beat Detroit in the playoffs? I know we got a lot of football left, so teams get healthy, whatever, but what team? I'll start off, Mace. I got a kind of one A and B. The first team is not going to be able to do it because they're not healthy and they're not going to get healthy as they want to. But if they were healthy, and I know that's semantics, whatever, but still will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe they're the only team that's not scared of they're one of the teams that's not scared of Detroit. They have that competitor, but they're talented with the if they were healthy, with Godwin, with Mike Evans, with the tight end now. You got two very good running backs. When the defense is healthy, they're good. And we saw them, it's regular season, but we saw them going to Detroit. First of all, they was hanging with Detroit last year.
Yeah. They
should have beat Detroit and Tampa last year in regular season, and they almost beat them in the playoffs. And then this year they go in Detroit and beat Detroit. It's the only loss they have, Tampa Bay. But they're not healthy, so whatever. But my other team, Mace, San Francisco 49ers. When San Fran gets healthy, Kittle, because they always go through this. Kittle get healthy. Debo start playing better. Yes, you don't have IU, but we both agree Juwan Jennings is probably their best receiver.
Yeah.
That dude's a beast. He's playing like it. But you got a healthy McCaffrey now, like he's getting there. Then you got a Jordan. Is it Jordan Mason? Jordan Mason.
Yeah, other running back. Yeah.
And the defense is just there's no weakness. They're talented, just as talented as Detroit. But the biggest thing is they're just as physical as Detroit. Nobody else can beat them unless you got to be just as physical and as talented. That's the only team right now in the NFC. Only team. You're right, BC. Allen can't beat them. It is, but it's not. The only reason why it's hurt now because everybody else is hurt. Marlon, I believe because Kittle's not healthy. Debo just getting there. McCaffrey is still trying to get back into the rhythm. But once all that clicks.
But I think when Marlon say now have Ayuk, because Ayuk is their best route running receiver. He sets up a lot of the stuff that they do. Debo is your gadget guy. You got to get Debo the ball quick. You're not looking for Debo to run no damn routes.
Mm-hmm.
Kittle, I mean, the problem with San Francisco, if they can't effectively run the football, they have to be able to run the football.
Right.
For their offense to work because everything is play action. Everything is play action. Dude.
Wait, just to add to that, with Debo being hurt, it's kind of hard. Well, you're right. Ayuk the best route runner, but honestly, everything still runs through Debo. What I mean by that is Debo coming in motion, coming around the quarterback, so everybody's watching Debo because, as you mentioned, the gadget stuff. So it throws the offense off, and that's what open lanes for Ayuk or now Juwan Jennings or a Christian McCaffrey.
Well, let me say this, and because I got kind of like insider trading information, nephew always say Debo don't scare defenses. He say when they prepare, and I mean he in meetings every week. He played the 49ers twice a year. He's always like, it's not Debo that scare you. And he said, and I was like, well, why? He said, because the one thing about Debo, you kind of know what he's gonna do. He's gonna be lined up in the backfield. If he's in the slot, it's only 2 routes he run. Mm-hmm. And everything with Debo, they just trying to get him the ball quick,
right?
So he can get his motor going. And all we gotta do is, as long as we keep Debo running sideways, we good. Ayuk and Jennings scare them more, and Kittle because of the various routes that they can run.
Right, I agree with that.
So
but you got to
always mad when people like hey Debo,
but you got to ask him, Mace. But watching it, and maybe this is watching it from afar, but I understand you saying Debo don't scare him, but what I'm saying is Debo makes the offense go because of the running sideline.
I think McCaffrey make it go because without McCaffrey or without their running game, dude, 80% of their plays are play action.
True, but think about it though.
All of it's play action.
True, but think about it. Even when Mason was in there, they were winning
because they were running the ball.
But right,
so they can play action.
Right, but my thing is when Debo's coming in, because Debo is like fine Waldo, not because he's going to, but like you said, they're going to find some way to get him the ball. So all these gadget plays and they're moving them. The defense is setting up to watch this, and then it create lanes.
That's just eye candy because
right. But it works
because if he orbit motion, he go back around.
Right.
They throwing him a swing.
Right.
If he's lined up at tailback, where he's to the side of the tail, because they put him pistols, he's running zone. That's easy to defend.
It is, but at the same time, in order to defend it, you got to have somebody be right. You know what I'm saying? So it creates
because you can just play again, and I tagged you in this damn post about showing what cornerbacks be doing, dude. When Debo do all the stuff, everybody just bump the zone.
But that's
so all I'm doing is sending my area.
But that opens up lane for McCaffrey, or because then you got the play. That's what I'm saying. He creates.
That's why it's McCaffrey. You just said it. It's McCaffrey, not Debo.
No, it's McCaffrey that do all the work. But I'm saying with Debo running around, it's setting up the lanes because you can't play honest because you don't, like you said, he's a gadget. So you know they're gonna do a gadget somehow. So that's what I'm saying. It opens up, and then that's why you can run free because you can't play honest with them because of that crazy stuff. So I'm not saying that Debo statistically is killing everybody. I'm saying with him and when everybody's healthy, Debo is the one doing all that motion and all that. You have to account for that because, like you said, it's easy to cover, but we got to cover it. If we cover it,
you know what he's gonna be, dog.
True, but
Debo don't scare nobody.
But you mentioned it.
And plus he what days at Dukes, man. Nobody studying Debo, man. Debo, man.
Go ahead, no. What do you think? Go ahead. Do you think it's a team that you can beat Detroit?
So if we're talking about moving forward as we head into these playoffs, bro. I mean, we hard pressed because the reality is we don't know how healthy San Francisco can get. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how healthy Tampa can get. We don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a wrap for them.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't know. And if I look at like all the teams that's possibly gonna be in the playoffs, y'all gonna laugh at this, y'all. Y'all gonna laugh at this. I know y'all gonna laugh at it. Because I think if we go just like possession, in the words of Melvin Peaks, if you score, I score. If they're on their game, and if Zach Robinson can find a way to dial up the Falcons, because they can go, dog, Bijan, what's my Algier, Drake London, Pitts. I mean, they got all the names and all the weapons. Kirk Cousins, if he on this game. Now, the defense is the problem.
That's what I was going to say, because Detroit can run.
Right. The defense is the problem. But if I'm just sitting there like, if somebody's going to get in a shootout with Detroit.
I can see, Falcons can do it. I just think.
To me, they're the only team where you're just sitting there like, well, shit. Oh,
But that's it right there, Marlon, if they on. And we don't know that. I just feel like with the 49ers can play any type of game Detroit wants to play because they have as much talent and
they can't do it this year because Ayuk not there.
What? Yeah, they probably can't.
They can't.
We'll see because Jawan Jennings is. He's about to be featured more.
Yeah, but he's not Ayuk.
He's not Ayuk. But
not Ayuk.
He's not.
There's a reason he's 3. There's a reason he's 3.
Right.
There's a reason he's 3. Yeah.
But like I said, I just think that just the physical part of the game, I don't think Detroit could do that all game against the 49ers. It could be one of them weird games, but at some point, like we saw in the playoffs, their defense is going to slow them down.
Bro, if we really being honest, Detroit should have beat them last year.
No, you're right.
Detroit had the game won.
They had it, but
they dumbass coach.
But it slowed them. They slowed down because they should have kicked field goals. But what I'm saying is, instead of touchdowns, but they slowed them down. Like they couldn't score touchdowns anymore because 49ers like, you know what? That's what I'm saying. They just as physical, dog.
The biggest difference, especially this year, J-Mo was kind of on edge last year, even though he had some big plays in that game. J-Mo is unleashed this year. Jameis Williamson unleashed this year.
Yeah, he is. He
is unleashed. Dude, Jahmyr Gibbs may be the fastest mofo in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
They both hurt too.
Is Nick hurt?
He didn't play the second half Sunday.
Oh, last week. Okay.
When Gino got loose for the winning touchdown, guess what side he ran on? What Nick Bosa would have been.
Okay, so I missed that. I was
You was covering the game.
I was watching Knicks just
now Detroit, and what's gonna make Detroit even more scary? They're gonna be the 1 seed. They never have to lead a 3-1-3.
Right.
You got to go in that dome.
That's why I say the only team. I think Falcons got a great road team. They're a great road team. Matter of fact,
but again,
they have more road wins than.
If you just look at like matchup, because I mean, say we want about Detroit defense. I mean, it's okay. Like you don't go to bed at night like, oh my god, you don't do that. You do it about the offense. What kind of offense can Zach Robinson? I mean, is he gonna just be so Bijan heavy, or is he gonna use all of his weapons? Is he gonna self-scout himself and say, "Hey, I'm a motion Bijan to open this up to get a guy back over here"? Am I gonna get Mooney locked up on Lacona West Zero to run Armstead from Alabama? It's the game within the game.
Yeah, I just felt like, and we're gonna bring in Doc, but I just felt like Atlanta is a type right now. They're the team that I think they can do it, but they're the team that is like that. No offense, I'm just speaking from a guy's point of view, y'all. So it's like when you date someone and you call. It could be women could do this to dudes. They had this problem with dudes too, but from my experience, a woman, and one day you hit and she call her, you hit her up, what's up, what you doing? You don't know what mood she in, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like that right now. Then one day she might be happy. Then that's Atlanta Falcons to me. They're good one day, the offense is great. Then the Sunday, the defense is great. Then they might be great, both of them. Then they down. That's what it is. But anyway, all right, man, we're gonna take a quick break. Y'all don't go nowhere because I hope not gonna get mad at me. But I gotta ask Doc about this next question. I was gonna ask you. I think he's gonna love this too. I would love his opinion. But we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. I think we will. Okay, here we go.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
Hey, it's Chuck the Iceman Liddell, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
All right, we're back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Antoine. All right, so it's time to bring in family in the building. Y'all, we got family in the building.
Our guy.
None other than orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta, Dr. Donnie Fowler III. What up, Doc?
How you guys doing?
Good, man. Doc, I got to ask you, man. I'm sorry. We're going to try to do it quickly, but I got to ask you. This is my next question. Right now, I'm going to let you answer first. Who is your leading candidate for MVP?
In the NBA?
NFL.
Oh, NFL. Gotcha. Sorry.
NBA
it's kind of early for
right,
NBA,
right.
Way too early.
but give my boy Jason Tatum some respect. No, I'm just kidding. NFL. I'm torn on this. I mean, I get the Mahomes kind of stuff. Granted, they finally lost the game. His stats though have not been good. I like the Jaden talk, but he's faded. Injury. Commanders are down right now. Maybe still in the mix against Bo Nix, who's looking good for offensive rookie of the year. I mean, it always seems to go to a quarterback. I mean, Derrick Henry's been great. I think Josh Allen has been great. I feel like he doesn't have the same kind of weapons around him that some other quarterbacks do. I don't think you can give it to Burrow, who's leading the league in passing because of the record. So, man, I might lean Josh Allen at this point, believe it or not. I don't know. That might not be a popular pick, but I don't know. I can't give it to Mahomes on his stats, and some of the guys that have the stats or teams aren't performing. I guess I'd put, of course, Lamar, Jackson. I guess Lamar versus Josh Allen is where my head would be at right now. But
so I'm gonna dress it up even more, because here's the thing: you got to cipher between is it more because of the wins or is just stats alone? Because the reason why I say that is, so Derrick Henry, they're probably not gonna give it to Derrick Henry because it's Derrick Henry. You think about what Saquon is doing, but Derrick Henry numbers are better than Saquon's. Here's the thing, though, when it comes to the quarterbacks with Josh Allen and Lamar. Lamar numbers are better than Josh Allen's. But Josh Allen record is better now. Record-wise, they're 8-2 versus 7-4. He has less talent on his team than Lamar does. Now, Lamar doesn't have a great wide receiver. I love Zay, but shifty, but not a great wide receiver. But he has Derrick Henry, though. So it's like, but stats-wise, as far as Lamar, 25 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, which is ridiculous. But he's not a quarterback. 25 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and over 500 rushing yards. That's crazy. So, but you look at what Josh Allen is doing as well, and he has no help, and they're 8-2, and they've got this big win over Kansas City. Where are you going with? You know what I'm saying? Are you looking at what he's done and what he's doing with the team, or are you just looking at stats? That's going to be the decision.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was gonna say, I think the good news is he's still got a third of the season left. And I think it'll probably play out a little bit. I agree with what you're saying. It's tough to weigh the wins versus the stats. Again, I think you throw out, like I said, guys like Burrow who have even better stats because there's not enough wins to even be in the conversation.
Right.
So yeah, and it feels like running backs just don't get the love anymore. Either Derrick Henry or Barkley might be offensive player of the year because they always do the quarterback separate pretty much for MVP.
Right.
And then the other guys get a chance for offensive player of the year. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Probably those two leading candidates. I think Daniels has fallen off too much at this point, unless he has a big surge. So I'm probably watching Lamar and Josh Allen at this point.
Mace, who you think?
I like Josh right now. I think Josh is doing much more with less every week. I mean, his injury report is just crazy. Guys, no Keon Coleman. Even though they bring in my man
Cooper,
Amari Cooper. Hell, 1, he don't know the plays. 2, he's been in and out the lineup already. I mean, who is this guy throwing to?
Right, yeah.
And then he damn near leads the team in rushing when they need a play. I would hate to see the Buffalo Bills have to play a game without Josh Allen. Like, that's gonna be ugly because everything is centered around him. Right now he's my MVP. If I had to give it out today, I'll give it to Josh Allen, and I'm definitely not a Josh Allen fan. Josh Allen has been winning me over.
That dude is.
I had a lot of bad conversation for Josh Allen, man, but he be winning me over weekly, man. So
yeah, I agree, man. I'm with y'all. Like I was saying at first is Lamar, but I guess I gotta, because if you're looking at talent wise, it's hard to beat. 25 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and you run for 500 and some yards. That's insane.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
But what Josh Allen is doing, who he got, it's just, I don't know.
But to Doc, shout out to Doc for pointing out what Joe Burrow was doing sick.
What? No, and I was going to say that was my other thing. It's just that they're losing. Because the NFL, if you don't win over 10 games, you're not getting it. And the fact that they're losing, but he has more touchdown passes, more by I think 1 by 2 over Lamar. He has more passing yards. Now he has more interceptions, but he is.
But how cool is Joe Burrow? The second touchdown to Jamar, where he's in the pocket, he using his thumb, telling Jamar, "Go that way."
That was crazy.
And to put a dime.
That was crazy. Yeah, lead him there. But all right, y'all. Real quick, because I don't want to cover Doc's face. Vincent Fantasy Drew said, "Good pick, Doc." He said, "I'll come to you to perform his elbow surgery now, just because you chose correctly." Marlon said, "Is Lamar right?" Antoine said Barkley would be my pick if people still value the running back position. Vince says, "Good pick, Maceo. I'll roll with you to Effect Fitness one weekend." But Vince is a Buffalo Bills fan. If y'all don't know already, so. And Bengals, Marlon said Bengals don't run the ball enough. Hey, that dude Chase Brown is a beast. But anyway,
they run it back in Houston.
Hey, but Chase Brown is balling though. Chase Brown is, he's balling. But
whatever.
All right, Doc, we're gonna get to these questions, man. People want to know what's going on with the injuries and fantasy wise and everything. So we're gonna ask you first off. We brought him up, Mike Evans. He returned to practice. He was limited in practice today, but he's still dealing with that hamstring. What is the likelihood of him playing this weekend? And not just that, but just being effective, because we know how you feel when it comes to deep tissue injury. So, floor is yours.
Yeah, no, I do think he plays. I mean, he went down in week 7, so with the bye, and then missing 3 games, this will be basically 5 weeks that he's had to recover. Which again, he usually put a hamstring for, like a real hamstring recovery is truly probably 4 to 6 weeks. So, I mean, that's right smack dab in the middle. So I think it's very realistic that he plays. I think they've pretty much come out saying that they expect him to play, kind of need him to play because there's, no disrespect to any of the other guys left in the wide receiver room.
Nobody to throw to.
But I mean, and I love it because I picked up Cade Otton for a tight end, and that's been great.
Good pickup. I couldn't get him. I wanted him.
So I appreciated, I hate seeing people get hurt, but opportunity costs for the tight end. But I would expect to see him back. I'm sure they'll probably be careful with him. Maybe not run as many deep routes, kind of keep him more short routes, slants, things like that. Maybe cap his reps a little bit. So you may not get the full Mike Evans experience this weekend, but I think he will be out there. And again, if you probably drafted him, I doubt you have 3 wide receivers better than him. So you're probably going to start him, but maybe not expect 20 points, but hopefully maybe you hit 10 points.
Yeah. Raphael, you want to cover up your ears for this question here? DeAndre Swift growing. Say you're gonna try to give it a go, but running backs and growing, they don't go together. What's the likelihood that Mr. Swift plays this week?
Yeah, this is tough for Chicago. They're kind of in a must-win situation, I feel like, at this point, based on how the division is starting to pull away. But I mean, don't like groin injuries, don't like any soft tissues, groin, calf, hamstring, lower extremity soft tissue on any skill position player, running back, receiver, tight end, etc. So So you got to watch it. I guess, I mean, I think there's a chance that it seemed like maybe I don't know if we know if it really was during the game or if it's been after, because it seemed like, maybe there was a little more Roshan Johnson and he was being limited a little bit. So, I mean, I don't think it just cropped up in practice. I think he's just been kind of gutting through it. So I'm sure they're going to do, management this week. He'll be limited the whole time. He'll be getting treatment. I expect him to probably be out there from what we're hearing.
Right.
But likewise, I would certainly not expect him to have a full workload kind of compared to what he's done. And he's obviously had a great season. So I think you kind of have to be a little apprehensive what you're going to get from him if he does play this weekend.
Yeah, we'll hope. I mean, like you said, we just need a win. Forget the season. We just can't, bruh. Anyway, real quick, covering that Denver Falcons game. I'm in the press room. I'm in the dining room for the press, and they got the game up. I just arrived at the stadium, so I'm looking. The last drive, Caleb throw the 2 passes. We get down there, we about to kick a field goal, and I'm like, I can't watch this. I'm turning around because we all talking. They're like, "You a Bears fan?" Yeah. But the guy next to me, Denver. He covers the Denver Broncos, do something for him, but he had an outfit on. But he was like, "Hey, man," I said, "I can't watch this." He says, "Yeah, I feel you, man. We was in the same situation last week with KC, and you see what happened." Oh my God, dog! Why you say that? I immediately got mad. Why you say that, man? Why did you say that? No, bruh, if we lose, I'm blaming this on you. Sure enough, I had my tray. I had a tray in the hair, whatever. I was gonna get something to eat. They get the field goal block. Your boy Nick Ferguson came and dapped me up before the game. I said, Nick, if we lose, I'm blaming this on you too. When they blocked that field goal, I promise you. You thought I was about to spike it. You thought I scored a winning touchdown. You know how they spiked it back in, they go in and you spiked it. I did it to my tray and about to slam it down. And I promised God and realized where I was and didn't let it go.
Yeah, man.
I was sick the whole game. But anyway, I just had to say that part. But moving to basketball, because I want to move. I don't want to talk about football no more. Kristaps Porzingis is still out, but they were saying he was practicing with the G League team. That allowed him to get on the court and everything. G League team signed to the Celtics. With this news, how long do you anticipate him being out, barring any setbacks?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, I feel like I haven't seen a lot of rehab in the G League. It's almost like taking a script from, Major League Baseball, starting guys back in the minors for like a rehab assignment, and then they come back. I feel like you don't see that as much in the NBA, at least with some of the bigger names. So, I mean, I get it. It seems to make sense. You don't burn a roster spot. Make sure he gets conditioned and feels comfortable before you really put him out there in a meaningful game. But it's certainly encouraging that he's getting close. I mean, I think people have seen him shooting around before Celtics games and looking, pretty healthy and unencumbered. So, I mean, I think December was the original timeline when they were saying he would be back. So, I mean, December's 10 days away. So, I mean, I would expect him probably back sometime in the next 2 weeks. And again, probably like anyone, is not going to be playing like 30 minutes right off the bat. It might be like 15 minutes, but I could see him back sometime in the next 2 weeks.
Now, Doc, we're going to swing back to the NFL. This may or may not be a Dallas Cowboy question. It may or may not be. But hypothetically, again, may or may not be a Dallas Cowboy question. Say you have a player who's pretty much been on IR and finally he can play. He's cleared to play. But your team is out of there. They out of the running. No chance to do nothing. May or may not be a Dallas Cowboy question. Doc, do you allow this player to come back? Or do you just continue to rehab and getting ready for 2025? May or may not be a Dallas Cowboy question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just thinking off the top of my head, I can speak to a couple examples that were not Dallas Cowboys that did not come back somewhat for that reason. I would say thinking recently last year Ramondre Stevenson when he had his ankle injury and he got out, and he was basically cleared by the last 2 to 3 weeks of the season, and there was no point in bringing him back for the Patriots. The Rams did it with Cooper Kupp. Christian McCaffrey, it happened with back even in his Carolina Panthers days from one of his ankle injuries, I think. So, I mean, in a way, I think it depends on certainly the contract too and the outlook of the player.
Right.
Like if it's like the last year that you got guaranteed money and you're going into possible like free agency or there's a chance of changing teams, I mean, the player might want to actually be out there to prove himself, even though it's not going to mean anything for the team making the playoffs. It means a lot for his contract status in the following year if that's not something that's going to be guaranteed. So I think probably that unfortunately plays a bigger factor into it as just kind of where the team stands in the playoff hunt. So again, probably a lot of people put their heads together to help make that decision between the player, the agent, the coaches, trainers, etc. But I certainly would say there have been examples where players have been cleared by the end of the season and the team has just chosen to sat them those last 2 or 3 weeks just to make sure they're fully healthy and ready for next year. But usually they're under contract and they're trying to preserve their investment from what I've seen.
Michael Parsons said that.
It's a business. It's a business.
Sit him out so we can trade it for 2 1. We get 2 1s for Michael Parsons next year. Start over.
Real quick.
Probably could.
We got a question in the chat room just real quick. They were asking about Pacheco. Do you have a inkling on when he can return?
I'm hoping this weekend because he's on my team and I've held him all this time. I'm waiting for him to come back.
Kareem Hunt doing a good job right now. So
he is. And if he does come back, especially I'm sure the first game or two, you're probably going to see probably more of like a 50-50 split in the backfield. They're not going to give Pacheco 20 plus touches coming right off an ankle fracture with that needed surgery. So I think they're being kind of stealth, but it does sound like he will be back this weekend, but I would probably expect to see in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 touches if that happens, not like a full workload.
They just need to listen to what you just said. Just send him out one more week. I need Kareem Hunt he's been doing good for me. So I need he can't come back this week. But all right, Doc.
And they're playing Carolina too, so it's not like they're probably going to need him so much.
Bryce don't want 2 in a row. Bryce Young don't want 2 in a row.
Yeah,
that's true. All right, Doc, we appreciate it, man. So, all right, it's time for these picks, and we're gonna do like we did last week. We're gonna have this one say why they say it, and we'll just you say, Doc, you might say why, and then I'll just say, okay, me and Mace pick such and such. All right, just to save time, like a time. All right, so the first game, Doc, we're gonna start with you. San Fran, Green Bay. They're playing in Lambeau. So, Doc, who do you have?
Yeah, I mean, this one was tough. I kind of wanted to go Green Bay at home, but I just feel like they're not that San Francisco's been blazing, but I feel like San Francisco's starting to hit their stride. They're getting healthier. They got McCaffrey back. Kittle's supposed to be back. Green Bay's not looked great to me, even though they've had tough opponents and they've managed to win most of those games. But I just feel like we're getting closer to the San Francisco of last year, and think they're going to win. I think it'll be a close game, but San Fran.
All right. And I think Maceo picked Green Bay. I picked San Fran as well. So next game, we got Arizona, Seattle. Mace, it's on you. Who you got and why?
I'm going Kyler Murray, the human bobblehead. They figured out this Marvin Harrison thing. They can run the ball pretty well. Just like Arizona, even though Seattle it cost me my Boston last week. I would have been perfect in my picks. But something about this Arizona team, they are really rolling as we head toward December and these playoffs. So give me Mr. Bobblehead, Mr. Excitement, Kyler Murray, and his Arizona Cardinals, dog.
Video game. I feel you. I'm with you. I pick Arizona as well. Doc went Seattle. I wanted to pick Seattle. I was scared to pick Seattle.
I only picked them because I needed to find something different than
right, because we was
than your picks.
Y'all keep doing that as I inch back in there. Yeah,
the funny thing was I was going to pick Seattle, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to need to lose this, So
y'all keep doing that. Keep doing it.
Then we got Philadelphia and the Rams playing each other in LA. I went Philly. The Rams, this is a hard out for Philly because the Rams are playing great. That's a scary team to play right now offensively. And then that defensive line with the Rams is so good right now. The defense is playing pretty good, actually.
Shout out to Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Bobby Brown. And shout out to all the announcers. All they can say is Brown. They can say Brown just like they say everybody else's last name, but they got to say Bobby Brown. You notice that every time they say his name, Bobby Brown.
Come on,
why
man.
You got to say Bobby Brown?
Yeah. It's an iconic name, man.
Right, yeah, I know. But I don't know if you noticed that, but they said Bobby Brown every time they said his name.
Everybody was a Bobby Brown fan, dog.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on.
So, but with Philly, I think Philly, like Doc is saying about San Fran, I think Philly is starting to catch that heat, and they're starting to play confidence, and everything is starting to click now. The defense is playing.
The fans not cussing out Sirianni either.
No, because he's kicking field goals. If you notice that, kicking field goals and everything.
He's taking points.
Yeah, but the defense is playing great right now. So I think
all the Bulldogs finally
all them Bulldogs. Yeah.
Finally healthy.
Right. So I have Philly winning. Doc picked Philly as well. Mace went LA. And then Doc, we're gonna turn it back to you. Baltimore. No, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Mace because Mace is by himself. Baltimore Chargers, man. Who you got? No, it's Doc. Doc, you picked Baltimore too, right, Doc?
Yeah, I think we all didn't.
Okay, so we all picked
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah, we talked.
So Doc, go ahead then. I'm thinking last week. Go ahead, Doc. Why you say Baltimore?
Yeah, no, I mean Chargers have looked a lot better. They're winning some games, but it's still Baltimore. I feel like they had a one-off against a tough Steelers defense. Yeah. Obviously, they didn't look like themselves. Even Tucker is missing field goals that could have changed the outlook of that game. Crazy, but I don't think we see that same performance 2 weeks in a row against the Chargers, who certainly have some defensive talent too, but not the Steelers, in my opinion. So I think Baltimore is going to come through.
Like you said, we all chose Baltimore, and these are the standings right now, and these are our picks as well.
I need y'all to go 0-4.
Doc, I'm sorry, Doc. You're supposed to be 27 and 14.
No, you're supposed to be 27.
No, I'm supposed to be 27 and 13. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
27 and 13, 26 and 14.
Mr. Controversy's cheating.
I was rushing. I'm gonna change that. I was rushing. So we was trying to do it before the show. He was basically giving me the picks like, hey, what is it again? How many did he lose? So yeah, I was rushing. But I'm not cheating. I'll change it. But all right, Doc, we definitely appreciate it, man. And have a great weekend, sir. And much love to the family and everything. All right.
I should have been at the Wizard game with you. The way we got beat, we went out there to Grayson. I should have just went to the house game.
Yeah. Well, no, all my teams are getting beat these days. Duke, Wizards, Commanders. It's not looking great these days, but maybe we'll turn it around this weekend. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, man. It's been like that for me.
I got the Cowboys coming up, so that's a win.
Well, I almost said I said Redskins almost, but Commanders, Cowboys, you never know. It doesn't matter. So
Cooper Rush, dude. Cooper Rush. Doc, come on, Cooper Rush.
We'll see.
Or Trey Lance, Doc, come on.
Trey Lance is supposed to be good.
You
Doc trying not to jinx his team.
Nope, not going to.
He's trying to make his boy feel. Doc feel bad for me. Honestly,
no, he's trying to not jinx his team.
I feel bad for me too, Doc. I feel
you, Doc.
It's over. We're not gonna win another game this year, Doc. We're not.
I haven't looked at the rest of your schedule, but
CD and
see.
Trayvon Diggs, they making rap videos after the game the other night. We're
Well, I mean,
done.
are you guys even going to have a stadium to play in with the metal falling from the roof?
I
Like,
mean, the stadium's 16 years old, Doc. I mean, it's time for Jerry to build another one.
When it's bad, it's bad. It's bad.
It's when it's bad.
It's bad. So, all right, Doc. We appreciate
all
it,
right,
man.
guys. Good luck.
Stay safe. All right.
All right,
No
Mace.
problem.
All right, Mr. Controversy.
Yes, sir. Hey, real quick, man. Let's get into this basketball, man. Speaking of the Hawks, Hawks are 7-8 right now, man.
Hey, man. My guy, the new
Nice
number
day.
5, baby. The new number 5.
Bro,
going to give me a jersey.
What you think is going on,
dude? Maybe just maybe. We've been on Coach Quinn's head the last couple of years, but maybe he has the kind of team he wants finally.
That's what we said. Remember last week I was saying, yeah,
right. But Trey continues to mature. When it's not going, he's not forcing it. He's gonna take those 1 or 2 long shots that he just got to get out of his system. But the other night, distributing, just doing other things that we've seen guards of his caliber, guys who are supposed to be superstars. If you're scoring not good, the rest of your game don't suffer.
Right.
And he did a good job of that the other night. The win in Sacramento.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, whoa.
Win in Sacramento against that's a good team that we beat.
Right.
So maybe Coach Quinn, maybe all the things we've been on his head about the last couple of years, maybe this is why he was so patient in post-game pressers. He was like, hey, y'all just stay with me. Stay with me.
And you know what? Like you said, I think because he is this is his type of team. He got his type of players. Not all of his players, but the type of players that he's used to as far as the grit and the grimy and fighting. Don't care if it's pretty or not. We're gonna do what we need to do. Again, like I said, AK-47, Kalinko, he wasn't a pretty player, you know what I'm saying? But he was very effective. Very effective. And I think that's what it is. It's that with the combination of he got them believing, because like I said, they were saying it, like I said before, they were saying it in the presser, like, oh, we believe this team could beat anybody. I'm like, oh, y'all do tripping. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, whatever. But you can tell they believed it. You know what I'm saying? And then you see this. They say we can beat anybody. You see how they're playing. And I believe that the combination of that with Quinn type players and then Trey, the darker Trey's beard getting, the fuller his beard get, the more mature he get, it seemed like. And Trey is balling. Like, to see him score 4 points and only shoot 5-6 times, whatever it was, at 19 assists, bro. That's Chris Paul level. That's playing like Chris Paul right there, dog. That's Chris Paul.
That's maturity. That's what we've been waiting to see from Trey.
Right.
I can dig it, dog.
Right. Yeah.
I love it because, I mean, y'all been going on. Hey, Trey, he belongs to us. Now, I can't stress enough. He belongs to us forever.
Yeah.
Ever.
And it's rap. So let me ask you though, with NBA, it's been different. We talk about Hawks, whatever, but a lot of Phillies not where they are, whatever, because we know about the injuries and all that good stuff. Boston doing what they doing, but what were you most shocked about,
bro?
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland Cavaliers. Straight up the Cleveland Cavaliers, because I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming. Listen, unless you're a Cleveland fan, You didn't see this coming.
No, you
Very
know
surprising, dog.
You know what it is?
At the game.
15-1. And they came back on Boston too, like by 20 down 21. You know who it is though? Kenny Atkinson.
Yes, without a doubt.
It for them to kick him out of Brooklyn,
yeah,
like they did.
Yeah.
And then he comes to Cleveland because he had Brooklyn playing great with no one. And then he comes to Cleveland. And it's the same thing, man. And it's the results. He has better players now. So, of course, they're going to play better. The movement, passing the ball. I just love the way he got them playing. Take advantage of mismatches.
They are a fun NBA team to watch. You know, a lot has been said this week, past couple of weeks about viewership in the NBA. This team, I'm telling you, they play the game and they kind of give you just those old NBC Saturday vibes, the way that we used to go get the one NBA game.
Right.
But it was always a very good game.
Yeah.
Watching Cleveland has been so fun. Watching Donovan Mitchell with this group of guys, man, it's nobody's selfish, man. They rotate and help. Mm-hmm. Like they're really play like they make a point to play defense. Mm-hmm. It's not, man, 145 to 142. Like you can tell that they're connected, and if somebody, if one of the guards get blown by the back line, they're there. They're not just all looking, and it's just a free layup, and we running back out. Ken Atkinson, dog, he's doing he whatever he's selling, they buying for sure.
Yeah, man. Sure. Like you said, they just, you know. I was wondering, you know, because first I didn't watch many games, but I'm always looking at the, you know, scores and who did what. Yeah. I'm noticing, like, man, Donovan Mitchell only scoring like 22 a game.
Yeah.
And I'm watching them win. And then when I watched them play, like last night was the first time I watched them, sat down and really watched them.
Right.
And it was just like, and Garland wasn't even playing well. He shot horrible.
First bad game he's had this year. He was off. He was off last night.
But it's like, and I don't know. It's just the way the ball was moving, man. You kept seeing guys moving. It was beautiful to watch.
They are a fun team to watch, and that's the way. If you're like a true hoop head,
yeah,
that's how you like to watch games.
That's right.
Not all this shooting threes, shooting 63s. None of that, dog.
I couldn't even say it better. Right. All right, man. So we're gonna close it like this, bro. I want you to name. We're gonna name, ladies and gentlemen, our favorite players. You know, we're gonna name a favorite player of each, the MLB, NBA, and NFL. But the caveat is they can be a household name. But who was that favorite player for you? So we'll start NBA. We'll match them. So I know. Let's start MLB. We'll start MLB first. That should be fun. Probably the easiest. But MLB, who was that guy for you?
Dude. Pudge Rodriguez.
That's a household name.
Not really. Not on this side of town. So let me explain this. Because you're in Braves country now.
Right. Okay.
You're in Braves country. So because we had TBS and we had WGN in Atlanta, you was either Ryan Sandberg or you were Dale Murphy. You were Braves and Cubs. Right. That's it. And you got to think, when we in our time, that's all we saw.
That's how it was with us.
Pudge was on the other side. He wasn't over here with us. So whenever you could get a Pudge Rodriguez game, and think about it, he played catcher.
Right. True.
Nobody want to be a catcher.
Yeah, that's not a house. I mean, yeah.
So for us, again, on our side of the one household name, dog.
Right.
One household name for
you
us.
know what? In Chicago, it was like that. Chicago, it was channel 17 up there. It was TBS, and we was like, damn, we get to see Braves games. So we would always watch. We got to see the White Sox, of course, and the Cubs.
See, we never saw the White Sox. We just saw
because they used to come on Sports Channel and cable, but we used to watch them. But to watch, and every now and then they'd play on WGN, but it was always the Cubs. But to watch TBS, it was like, oh snap, we get to watch this. So we watched the Braves up there too. Like, so yeah, right. Mine was Chris Sabo. I thought Chris Sabo was
dog, man. I thought I was Chris Sabo. He played third, but I thought I was Chris Sabo.
I thought he was the coldest player, dog.
Cold.
And I used to love Chris Sabo, dog. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing, man, about like this Joker is the best third baseman. He's the best. I used to I would have said Terry Pendleton, but when he moved to the Braves, I hated him, man. But because I grew up watching him because my father was a St. Louis Cardinals fan, so that's what we.
TP had that bat, dog.
TP was and he was a good fielder too, dog.
Yeah, TP was cold. Played third base.
Yeah, played
if
third
you played
base.
Third base, you was my guy because I was third base. You was my
Okay.
guy to play third base.
But Chris Sabo couldn't.
My dude, that was my dude.
So NFL, you want me to go first? Or you going?
No, you're gonna really see. This is a name that people not gonna get. They're not gonna feel this guy.
Okay.
But for me, it was everything, dog. Drew Hill.
Oh, wide receiver for Houston.
Wide receiver. You had Ernest Givens, who got all the headlines. Warren Moon. Old Jeffries. Haywood Jeffries.
Right.
Drew Hill was the glue to that offense, man.
Hill.
Dude, when the other guy scored a touchdown, Ernest Givens had that little lane dance.
Yeah.
Haywood Jeffries had that. When Drew Hill scored touchdowns, nobody ever went and celebrated with Drew Hill. Never.
Drew Hill was that guy. And TJ, we're talking about our favorite player of Major League Baseball,
that
NFL,
wasn't household
and NBA
name.
That wasn't household names. So far basketball, so far baseball, he said Pudge Rodriguez. I said Chris Sabo. So he just started with NFL. He said Drew Hill. Yeah, Drew Hill was that guy. To me, I like Drew Hill the best. I like Curtis Duncan, but Drew Hill was more of my favorite.
He was just solid.
Yeah.
He wasn't flash. He was just solid.
What did they have a name? They didn't have a name, right?
Nah, I don't remember them having a name.
Because that was to me, when you talk about running the run and shoot, that's the staple of the run and shoot right there. That was the staple.
That's why I love Drew Hill so much.
Drew Hill was that guy.
Because he was just wasn't nothing flash about him. Uniform didn't look good on him.
Right.
Yeah, but that was my dude.
And believe it or not, he wasn't a household name, y'all. He wasn't. People talk about him now, I give him his praises, but this is the first football player, believe it or not, first running back. I don't even want to say, we grown man, whatever. I don't care what nobody say. First running back I fell in love with. I was like, yo, this is what made me love the position running back. Roger Craig.
High knees.
Bruh, you can't. He's still my all-time favorite. You couldn't tell me nothing. When I saw Roger Craig running, I'm like, yo, who is that? This dude is cold. The high knees, all of that, and catching the run that had me like, oh yeah, he the greatest of all time. Of course, the famous when he ran against the Rams and he broke them tackles and scored. I thought he the greatest running back ever. Like, you couldn't tell me anything. But for him to catch out the backfield, he blocked, he did everything. Dog, just think about it. In the 80s, he was the first running back to run for 1,000 and catch over 1,000 yards in one season. In the 80s.
Hey, man. Roger Craig was cold, man. High knees. That's what I call him.
High knees. Yeah, before his time, dog. Before his time.
That's what I call him. High knees.
Before his time. All right, NBA. Who you got? This is a tough one for me.
Nah,
Who you have?
it's not a tough one for me because my favorite basketball player that. So I swear I'm a hooper. Swear I'm a hooper. Swear I'm a hooper. My favorite Hawk of all time, and it's not the guy with the statue. John Battle.
Oh wow, okay.
And I know y'all, a lot of y'all know who John Battle is. John Battle.
Yeah, John Battle, yeah.
John Battle was a bucket, as the youngins like to say today. John Battle. Now he will wheel. He shoot all the time, but his stop and pop, blow by you, like, dude. When I played Little League basketball.
What?
So John Battle had this thing where he would go coast to coast, like bumper play, bumper throw out. John Battle dribbling from baseline to baseline, going to the basket. He 1-on-5, 2-on-5, it didn't matter. He was going to the basket. I would try to do that. I tell my dad, boy, this is why I don't let you watch TV. This is why I don't let you watch sports. You are not John Battle. I used to be outside the backyard talking. Battle. Nobody ever knew who I was talking about. You know, when we were school, Neat, this guy, Dr. J. How you like John Battle? All these guys in there. How you like John? John, because he wasn't tall. So I knew I wasn't gonna be tall. So to me, John Battle was like, hey man, I can do that.
Right.
John Battle was my dude, man. John Battle, number 12 for the Atlanta Hawks. Yes, indeed.
All right. I can't say, I'm not gonna say Tim Hardaway because he became a household, but I was on Tim. I was like a big Tim Hardaway fan before he got famous. Rookie year, I was just like, oh, this dude hard.
The U-Tip two-step.
Yep. But I don't think this guy was a household name, and I was a big fan. It's two. First one, it was I know he wasn't, but it was Byron Scott. He was the first guy. Like to me, I'm just like, oh, this dude cold. This little short dude, he could dunk. He'll poke on you. You know, back in them days, you play with Magic, he give you a dope pass. You better dunk. You can't. You just got to dunk. But he would dunk, and then he could shoot. You know, and back then it wasn't. You had people that could shoot, but I mean, like you said, it wasn't like today's game where everybody shooting threes, but he could shoot. I'm like, Byron Cole, but the other player, dog, he wasn't a household name. Everybody knew him, but Trail Sprewell, dog.
Choke out.
Bro, when Latrell used to be on a break, and he'd come on that break and he dunked with them two hands, because you know he never jumped off 1 foot.
No,
Latrell always jumped
2 feet.
And he just, and then when he dunked, he like kind of like rip off the rim. What? Bruh, Latrell was a beast. See, people know Latrell when he was in New York, but bro, when Latrell used to play in Golden State before the chokeout,
yeah, man, for chokeout.
That joke when he had a braids, he was bald head.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is the good one right here too. TJ said Nick Van Exel. Yeah,
Nick the Quick.
Nick the Quick. Yeah, Nick. Like we say back in the day, if you had handles, I don't care what you did. If you had handles, you was cold. I don't care. So it was Nick. Travis Best was cold. Like I thought Travis Best was cold because he had handles.
Yeah. You know what? You know why I ain't like Travis Best, dog? And I actually told him this. Me and Jay Forrest laugh about this all the time. He used to brush his hair to the side. That's so he had that natural part.
Yeah.
I was like, dog, don't nobody do that no more. He brushes his hair to the side. Like, get out of here with that, man.
Oh, he did. Oh man, he did, dog. Yeah. He did. But yeah, man. So, like I said, I was thinking about that, man. Just people you were big fan of, household names, dog, that you wasn't. But, you know, and Kevin Johnson was another one too. Like I thought he was cold. You know.
KJ.
Yeah, I thought
What's
KJ.
called? Hey, I say that was the first person to bust his behind, and
Yep.
KJ gave out that work.
KJ, dog. Yeah, man.
KJ went baseline and dunked on them folks left hand in that playoff series.
Ooh, because once he go between his legs, he gone. He at Keaton. As soon as he go between his legs, you ain't catching him. He going to the hole. You know he about to go to the hole. And
so many man. I'm gonna tell you what you need to start doing, dog. I found myself doing this while I'm like cleaning up, if I'm like making socks or whatever when I'm folding clothes.
Right.
Dude, start listening to Jeff T, the Club 520.
Mhm.
Dog, they interviewed Mike Bibby. When I tell you I was on the floor laughing, dog, bro, I did not know Mike Bibby was that silly. Because Mike Bibby kind of come out because he's this serious guy. Bro.
Right.
Club 520 right now is probably, to me, it's like the funniest pod to listen to, man.
Because it's a true podcast because they just chilling. They just
never realized Jeff T was the fun. He never talked this much in Atlanta.
Like I said, if I knew then what I know now, I'd have been at that Joker's locker every game.
Right.
We'd have been clowning every time, Mace. Just clowning.
Dog. This episode with Mike Bibby, because I saw a clip of it. And so I was like, okay, so let me go watch it. Bruh. Mike Bibby, first of all, Mike Bibby a real one.
Right.
I didn't realize Mike Bibby was that rich. Mike Bibby rich.
Yeah. He got a little.
And him and T, the stories, because he was Jeff T's vet.
Yeah. In Atlanta.
Bruh. They told so many crazy stories.
I gotta go watch it.
I was on the floor laughing at these boys. I said, hey man.
Because I always see Jeff T. Shout out to them. We ain't. One thing about us, we got a podcast, but we ain't one of them people. We ain't gonna talk about them. No, man. We love doing this all together. Yeah. But Jeff T, I always watch his shorts. Like them, when they on YouTube when they showed like, bruh, that one he was talking about with who was that? With Derek Fisher. Oh my God. That joker said he was playing against Derek Fisher, late Derek Fisher's career, and he was killing. He was like, oh, sorry, Ninja. He was sorry, Ninja. You can't hold me. You can't see me. He said, Fisher came to me, hey, man. Hey, don't talk to me like that. I used to be that dude. I used to be that dude. Hey, young fella, I used to be that dude. It ain't always like that. You know what it's like with NBA. Like, it ain't always like that, bro. You got to play. And Jeff T talking about, man, please, man, I'm about to go to the locker room, man. Man, stop talking to me, dog. I ain't hear what you saying. I ain't trying to hear that old whack. He said, they was like, yeah. He's like, man, I was killing him. He said, man. He's like, well, man, I ain't gonna lie. He's like, but later in my career, I thought about what he said, and I was just like him. And they showed him when he was in Milwaukee. He's just on the bench. He's like, oh shoot, like Derek Fisher was right. My bad. He's like, he was right, man. I should have listened.
And what make the pod so fun? See, unlike Gil just act like we never saw his career.
Mm-hmm.
So Gil act like he Kobe, Jordan, like he swear he in that category.
He was cold though, but he was cold.
He was cold for a year and a half. Like, we got to stop that. Like,
he was cold.
Hibachi was like, no.
He had a good 4 years. When he was in Washington, a good 4 years. That's when he went berserk.
Dude pulling guns on people. Man, get out of here, Gilbert Arenas. T, keep it real about his career.
Yeah.
No add-ons, no, hey, man, look. And that's what makes his story so funny. Because he just like, when I was up, I was up. But, hey, man, listen. I went through it.
Again, it's a true podcast. So, like, and no disrespect to none of the other podcasts. I love All the Smoke. I love that. I love watching that. You know what I'm saying? Because they get in deep. And every podcast is different. The one to me is not that good to me is the one with PG. That's like That's why they
He
got.
need to be worried about getting on the floor.
Right. But that's why his not good. But when it comes to Teague them, he with his boys is not politically correct. They laugh and they bring you in their circle.
Yeah.
It's a podcast, so you listening, laughing with them. It's not, then they'll have some guests, cool, good stuff. But it's really this is what podcast was for.
Conversation.
Like now it's just talking, dog. Just talking about sports and y'all chilling. It's just it don't have to have a title. It doesn't have to have a rhythm. It's just it can go anywhere it wants to go. And like you said, it's funny. But I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that one and Derrick Rose still. I still gotta watch those, man.
Oh yeah, man. Oh,
I still gotta watch those. Yeah.
Derrick Rose one was super dope. But
I might watch that tonight. Watch
the Mike Bibby one first.
Okay. I gotta watch that.
They clown that dog. They clown the whole time, clowning dog.
I gotta watch.
And again, I didn't think Mike Bibby had that kind of personality. Dog. I didn't know.
I saw him on All the Smoke. He was acting crazy a little bit, so he was, because he boys with Steven. He didn't act as crazy, but you saw it like that. I would never thought he was funny like that or cool like that. But
so I need to go see him on All the Smoke. I didn't know he did All the Smoke.
He was still kind of like reserved a little bit, but he was more open to what you was like. Okay, I didn't know he was like that. He laughed.
He clowning with Jeff Teague.
Okay,
they tell some great stories. They tell some great stories, dog. Yeah.
But all right, family, it is time to go, man. We appreciate all y'all. He said Gil was nice for a few years. That's what I said, TJ. He was nice for a few years.
No, he act like you were Kobe. He act like you were Kobe. Like, man, Hibachi, get out of here.
But he always gonna do that because of the fact that Kobe told him that time when he bust Kobe's tail. And so he always got that to live by. Kobe was like kind of gave him his respect. But
how we know Kobe gave him his respect?
Hibachi was that dude.
How we know?
I think Kobe said something about it. Kobe talked about.
I don't remember. Just like I don't remember Jordan. Y'all keep telling me Jordan played for the Wizards. I don't remember. And don't be sending me no more pictures. Every time I say that, people send me pictures. I'm like, dog, I don't know who that is.
Hey, that could be AI, dog. Look, it could be AI. Yeah, he was. He was doing turning around too. Hibachi was that guy, dog. Him and LeBron used to have battles in the playoff series. They used to, man, but yeah. But hey,
again, it's just like y'all say Jordan played for the Wizards, dog. You need more people, dog.
Oh man. But, all right, man.
So, some stuff that permanently blocked out my brain.
It
didn't happen.
Yeah, that's like the Wizards almost. You know what I'm saying? But yo, if you hear this music, you already know what it means. It means it is time to let you go. But before we let you go, we have a couple of shout outs, and stay tuned because you might be one of them. First, I want to give a shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say, make you all upset, mad, want to give me the stop it button. God, I appreciate it. Also, I want to give a shout out to my guy on the right, my guy Mace. Appreciate you, dog. Anything you want to say?
And just fun, man. These sports. This is what we do, man. We talk sports, man. Have fun, talk sports, man. And Jordan did not play for the Wizards.
Hey, I agree.
Never happened.
I agree. His average is still 32.3. So I agree with that. Yeah. Anyway, it's not 30.1. It's 32.3. That's his average. So I don't know what the Wizards. I don't know why they changed it or whatever. Anyway, also, man, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Paul for coming on, man. You know, this family. We appreciate you, Doc, like always, for the knowledge and everything. Want to shout out to everybody who watched and everybody who participated, who was in the chat room. Shout out, of course, to TJ. Appreciate you, TJ. To Vince, Fantasy Juru. To Marlon was in there. Lisa was in there. Antoine, we appreciate you, man. And everybody else listening to the podcast, we appreciate you all. I want to give a shout out to my lovely children, my nieces, nephews, aunties, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, grandparents, play cousins. Also, hey man, love family, Let family know that you love them. Love them while they still can feel it. Love them while they still alive. Eat good this weekend. Drink responsibly. And as May say all the time, you got so much going on with sports. You got college football is heating up.
College football on right now. I'm watching the MAC on TV right now.
Watch the MAC. You got NBA. You got college basketball. You got women's college basketball. Yo, that chick from I don't mean to say it like that. I'm sorry, because people think it. Old girl from Notre Dame. She is a beast. Her passing ability. Bruh. I don't even know her name, but anyway, it's so many players in college basketball for women.
I can't get past Coach Ivy. All I see is Coach Ivy when I see Notre Dame. I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, put the camera back on Coach Ivy. What are we doing?
Right, you're right. I ain't gonna lie.
Major eye candy.
Major. But you got sports, man. Like I said. Next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same sports nonsense. When you miss me, I'm out. Peace.